be.
Dan Patrick.
Welcome to the Dan Patrick Show.
We are the most unathletically decorated show in radio history, I think.
America's most revered sports talk show.
Respect the position that you have.
But today, Dan Patrick and the four Danettes are not here. So sitting in for Dan Patrick and hosting the Dan Patrick Show, here's Steve Covino and Rich Davis.
Yo, here we go. Another Covino Rich in for DP. Show 3 of the hat trick.
Good morning. We're here. Live from the West Side holiday weekend begins. What up, Rich? Good morning.
Speaking of hat tricks, I'm sort of disappointed to start the show. Here we are, day 3 of the hat trick, and my Fox Sports Radio headset won't allow me to wear my 10-gallon Texas hat I wear down to the river.
10-gallon. That's a 40-gallon hat, bro. With that noggin. There he is, the noggin boss of Fox Sports Radio, Rich Davis, live from Texas. The rest of us, what a great team, man. The best team, the best sports lineup in the nation, Fox Sports Radio. We got Danny G super producing on the phones at 877-99 on Fox. Iowa Sam, our sound architect on the glockenspiel. He's on the buttons. And, of course, we're Covino and Rich in for Dan Patrick. And super pumped to be here because we're giving away prizes. We got Brainwave. We got something called Weekend Hobnobbing where we get you ready for the holiday weekend. And, of course, we have a very special guest. One of the GOATs stopping by today, Rich.
Yeah. Not Tom Brady. Not LeBron James. Not Michael Jordan. Not Michael Phelps. Not Caitlin Clark. We have Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut will be here to talk about all the 4th of July weekend festivities.
Who is the Michael Jordan of his sport?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Going for title number 18, which is more impressive than any one of those athletes I just mentioned. So Joey Chestnut going for title 18. And I don't know if there's anything in life equal parts disgusting and impressive than eating 70 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Probably the aftermath, I'd say.
Yeah, okay, maybe that.
Yeah, so we'll talk to him about all that and more, but hope you had a great, great night. What a day. World Cup action. There's so much going on. Here's what's wild, okay? My first instinct, as we are the, I guess, first responders of Fox Sports Radio. All these thoughts are still processing. We're the first to deliver. That's the beauty of filling in for Dan Patrick here, because normally we're on in the afternoon, 2 to 4 on the West, 5 to 7 on the East. Everything at Covino and Rich FSR. In fact, we're streaming live right now on YouTube if you want to chat it up and get the day going. It's a glorious, glorious Friday, July 3rd, at Covino and Rich FSR. You got the World Cup. You got the world coming together. You got people chanting in the streets. You got baseball heating up. My Yankees are stinking like Abe Lincoln as we celebrate the forefathers of this country. Stinking like Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, they might stink even worse. Like I'm talking like 100 years before that. Like maybe like John Adams after like a big congressional meeting or something.
Yeah, for real. Like Ben Franklin, dude. So they're really stinking right now. And you got so much going on, yet LeBron James is still one of the biggest stories in sports, man. It's crazy because you wake up today. Well, first off, Rich, I woke up this morning, got some gabagool, and I figured out, what am I going to wear on this casual Friday?
Gabagool.
So I threw on my Yankee hat and ran over here. No traffic. That's the other beauty of getting here on the West Side at this time. But, dude, it's like a 4-prong thought about LeBron James.
Oh, yeah.
And it all comes down to this, all right? I'm going to tell you where this is going to go before we even start.
All right.
Everyone now, you know how everyone has a podcast? That's just the world we live in. Yeah. And everyone thinks their opinion matters. That's also the world we live in.
You know how I knew everyone had a podcast? The minute that clip went viral a few months back where that one girl's like, job your love. Don't just love your job. Job your love. And the other person's like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're very insightful.
And he loved it like he was going to write it down. Say that again.
That was the moment when I'm like,
I've always said.
Job your love. The minute that podcast clip went viral, my thought was, we have jumped the shark. Everyone does not need a podcast. It's official.
Not everyone needs one. And if you're like, well, who are you, jabronis? Look it up. We've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
when it comes to LeBron James, first thing is Warriors, Cleveland, Miami. We were speculating the Spurs because we thought, hey, the Spurs could use the wisdom. He could use the Spurs. This is perfect. Now that's a developing story, right?
Yeah.
So,
But then
Warriors,
they added Tobias Harris, so a lot of people are like, okay.
Right. So,
no,
but everyone's
no Spurs,
speculating.
no chance.
Danny G's like, man, I wonder where my guy's going to go.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo, he's leaving. He announces, yo, I'm out. He secures Bronny's contract, but he's like, I'm moving forward. And then we find out he's willing to take the league minimum. And then I start thinking, well, if he was willing to take the league minimum, 3.8, 3.9 million, whatever it is, why didn't he just stay with the Lakers and his son and try to run it back and use that money to get the pieces that they could use?
You don't do that. No,
Because he was the one saying boo-hoo, because the Lakers wouldn't give him a max contract.
So you start thinking, well, there's something fishy there. That doesn't add up. And
Well, it
you
adds up to me.
You start speculating there. How does that add up?
It adds up to me.
He's looking
because
for happiness. Could they have kissed his ass anymore, dude? As much as I
there
like
was-
LeBron.
There's new management. There was discrepancies
One
at
more
the end.
year. One more year.
He has one more year. One more year. He has one more year, but that one more year, he wants to just do it his way. And the reality is, it was never about the money. It was about the respect. And I think the Lakers didn't. The Lakers didn't respect him. You know, LeBron James doesn't need your money.
I get
And
it.
I think now he feels like I can.
But hold
be
on,
the
you and
hero
Danny
somewhere else.
you and Danny are saying different things though. Danny's
No,
saying he did want
goes
the
to the
money.
Lakers. He goes to the Lakers. He feels like he's sort of overlooked and not loved the right way. He goes somewhere else. It's not about the money. He just wants to feel like the savior for someone, and that narrative's not in Los Angeles anymore.
Okay, so then, you got all these stories, all this speculation. Then you're hearing 76ers. How about the Nuggets? Nuggets are calling, man. Nuggets, that'd be a fit. Nuggets.
Nuggies.
And then you wake up today, and what was the obvious was no longer, now becomes part of the conversation again. What do I mean by that? Now they're saying the buzz is out there about the New York Knicks. You're like, the New York Knicks. And there's stories to back this up, too. You're like, they don't need him, as my mom would say, Rich. They need him like I need a hole in the head. Right? It's a big mom saying.
Oh, moms love that song.
Right? Moms
It's a
love
boom.
that.
That's a boomer top 10 phrase.
Can I give you a real quick synopsis of what my parents would say about this?
Yeah.
They need LeBron James like I need a hole in the head, Steven.
That sounds kind of dark.
That's what moms say. You know what my dad would say after that? Hey, that's heavy duty. LeBron
Yeah,
James to the Knicks, heavy duty.
These are great mom sayings.
And get this, Rich. Now this starts to unfurl and unfold. As of this morning, and again, I'm still processing this myself. I start seeing these clips everywhere of Rich Paul talking to our pal, Max Kellerman. Like Max Kellerman. I've loved Max Kellerman for years. As a broadcaster and analyst.
That's because you're an 80-year-old boxing fan.
Yeah, because I
That's
used to
'cause
love
Covino-
him when he was the young boxing guy.
Yeah, that's why because Covino identifies as an 80-year-old white guy, even though he's a 40-year-old Latino guy.
That's right.
He likes boxing and baseball.
I'm cool with that. Yes, I'm. That's true. All right, so you got Rich Paul and Kellerman chopping it up, and Rich Paul says what we all thought, right, Danny G, that he would have been a Knick this year.
Yeah, would have, yeah.
Would have been a Knick this year. There's so much to think about, though. Would have been a Knick this year hadn't they won. He would have been a Knick this year hadn't they won. So what does that mean? Does that mean that, like, since they won, it seems like they don't need him, so he wants to go to a place where he could be the hero? Is that really just the truth of it all? Like, the hero, though. It's one thing to want to, leave on a high note and make a run for it. But it's like, no, I want to go for a place where I think I'm the piece that they need. I'm the answer here.
You don't want to go to a place after they win and then be the reason why they take a step back. You want to go to the place where they are this close. Like, I'll give you the analogy. If you're an NFL fan, I'm a Niners guy. What did Mike Evans say in the offseason? Why did Mike Evans sign with the Niners and have all that excitement? Because he deep down inside is like, I'm the piece. Brock Purdy just needs a wide receiver one like me to get him over the hump. You want to be the piece of the pie they're missing. You don't want to go there and be like, oh, they took a step back.
But the obvious is it's a double-edged sword, right? It's like a damned if you do and if you don't sort of situation, because if he were to go there and he won again. Oh, man, chip chasing, padding the stats, just trying to be in that Jordan conversation even harder. Oh, man, he went with a already winning team, like Rich said. And if he did go and they didn't win, then it's all his fault, right? So that's not like, man, that's not a good look.
That Kevin Durant got, Covino, when he went to the Warriors fresh off a championship. But look what happened. He got to win his, right?
Exactly. So
Kevin Durant always fell short.
So then
Kevin Durant said, "Let me go to Golden State," and everyone said, "Oh, he's chasing chips."
Yeah, he's criticized for it.
But guess what? It worked though.
It worked.
And now,
but there's no guarantee. Yeah, in retrospect, you're like, "Oh yeah, but it worked," right? It would be a major risk because if it didn't work, it's all LeBron's fault. Now, Rich Paul told Kellerman. Kellerman asked, have the Knicks checked in? And Rich Paul's like, yeah. So they're talking, okay? So they are communicating according to Rich Paul and according to this clip I saw. Unless this is all AI. Do I need to preface this? And then here's what drives me crazy, and I get it, because Rich Paul then says, you got to show Brunson some respect. He says it's the Brunson show. You got to respect that. Mm-hmm. We understand. And everybody listening understands. Like, this is Brunson's team, dude. But he says that Brunson needs to call LeBron. And I'm like, get out of my face. This is no disrespect to LeBron at all. We're fans. Let's make that clear. Mm-hmm. But I think if you're the guy and it's your show, LeBron needs to be calling Brunson. That's how I see it. But they're still, tossing this and dangling this carrot, Rich. And my favorite thought about all of this drama as the LeBron stuff unfurls and continues to be the saga of the summer right now, even though the World Cup is popping and everything else is going on, is that everybody has turned into, how everybody's a podcaster and everybody's an expert? Everybody now has put on their John Stossel mustache, and everyone thinks they are sports investigators. That's the truth.
And also WNBA experts.
Oh yeah,
everyone's taking the lead of Pablo Torre. Everyone thinks they're going to uncover the next big story.
Yes, dude, it's even gotten me trying to figure out pieces of the puzzle, and I'm like, hey man, Mitchell Robinson says, wait until you hear the truth. Did you hear that? Him and Anunoby were chatting online, and they were talking about missing each other. Like, damn, man. And he was like, yeah, man, I tried everything to stay in New York. Wait until you hear the truth. And you're like, well, what's the truth? Is that like a hint about LeBron? Like, is there more pieces to this puzzle? Like, they don't need LeBron. Let's be real about this. However, that it would be the hottest ticket in town, but the Knicks don't need LeBron.
Feels like too much of an anticlimactic move for LeBron. That's like showing up to a party and all the confetti's on the floor and everybody's gone home.
Dude, it's crazy. 24 years in the league, LeBron James is still the hottest chick in the room. Every team is involved in this conversation.
Rich Paul, by the way, also said that 12 teams have called him about LeBron.
Check that out. Not just any 12 teams. We're talking high-profile contenders. So it's a matter of it's sort of like LeBron. They're saying it's in Brunson's court, but it feels like it's in LeBron's court when it comes to New York.
The New York thing's interesting to me, Covino, because you got to ask most Knicks fans. We know a lot of Knicks fans because we're from New York.
Yeah.
Most Knicks fans,
they don't want him, dude. That's my gut feeling.
My gut feeling is that they're like, get the F out of here, give me a break.
Hey, we're good right now. Get out of my face.
Yeah, they love LeBron. They love OG. They love the Tippin. They love the coach, Mike Brown. They love everything this team is doing. I feel like a lot of Knicks fans would be like, F that, LeBron. Get that out of here.
Get the F out of here.
However, if you ask the team, the guys on the court that are actually playing the game, hey, how would you feel about adding LeBron James to this mix? How do you know that whole roster wouldn't be like, of course, it's LeBron James. Bring him in. You got to think of that perspective, not the fan perspective, Covino. The player perspective. The Knicks might be like, yo, we just won one. Guess how we have a best chance of winning two? I don't know. LeBron James being part of this?
Yeah. Does this keep the Knicks in a championship mode? Does it keep them back in the finals? Does it start the dynasty, I guess, of their run?
You
Or continue it?
You can't say with a straight face.
Or does it really bring the circus to town and make things worse?
You can't say with a straight face, or any face for that matter, that the Knicks are worse off by adding LeBron James. It's like adding LeBron James.
You don't know that. What made the Knicks special is team. Even though it's Brunson's team, what made him awesome is, he's that working class sort of blue collar leader.
Yeah, but that narrative, narrative of me, Bron, me, Bron, and selfish and all that, I think that's old news.
Dude,
LeBron
but it
dishes
becomes
the ball.
all about LeBron James when that's not what the Knicks are about at all. That was very much a team effort, and we all know who the leader of the team was. It just wasn't rubbed in our face. We could just see it with our own eyes. It's Jalen Brunson's team. So today, as of today, what we already knew, but we thought was like a done story because they won, it was confirmed that that's where he would have been in New York. And I think that's also like padding maybe the possibility. Like, hey, just so you guys know, we would have done that anyway. Right? Like they're making that a fact, a known fact, so that if it happens, that the world knows that, hey, we're not doing it just because they won. We were going to do that before they won. I think putting that information out there also sets that up for the possibility.
All right. Well, listen, there's also, as Colin Cowherd, stars, said yesterday here on Fox Sports Radio,
stars,
that the 76ers now with Jalen Brunson. How about, Covino, how about an hour and a half down the Jersey Turnpike? Did I say Jalen Brunson? Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown, now in Philadelphia, go an hour and a half
Rich,
down the
thanks
turnpike.
to Jalen Rose, there's just so many Jalens it gets confusing.
Yeah, do people realize that's a fun fact? I'm not trying to backpedal my misstep, but I will. I said Jalen Brunson instead of Brown. Covino, I'll give you credit. I never saw that little clip where Jalen was not a name. Do people know that?
Yeah, it's all over social media.
You guys ever hear the
like
Jalen song on Twitter?
Yes.
Yeah, but do you think
that's really funny?
You think every single dude listening and woman know that Jalen wasn't a name?
Of course.
Until the 90s?
And every single person follows us on our socials.
yeah, everybody. No, not everybody. Of course, there's some bonehead that doesn't know it.
And if you don't, the show's at Covino and Rich.
Yeah, at Covino and Rich, at Danny G Radio, at Steve Covino, at Rich Davis, everything, at Fox Sports
Iowa
Radio.
Sam 99.
Yes.
At Spot Center, running our video. YouTube at Covino Rich FSR.
I'm so happy that every one of our listeners is the genius, Lanny Poffo. Because, Jalen.
Didn't you read my notes? Everyone is a sports investigator.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this conversation.
Until Jalen Rose, the name Jalen didn't exist. Same like until the movie Splash with Tom Hanks in the 80s, there was no woman named Madison, which is wild, too. So, look at that. Dropping fun facts.
You were talking, Rich, about Colin yesterday, and he was the first one I heard bring up the Sixers. Jalen Brown there now, of course, from the Celtics. Celtics fans still hot and mad over that whole situation.
Especially that poor little kid that's crying.
Oh, man, that was horrible. Speaking of things online.
And by the way, Danny G, you know what everybody's doing? I'm not even joking. This is how the business works, right? Everyone, especially like podcasters with no listeners, they're just going to the camera, to the microphone. They're like, I'm telling you, I'm pretty adamant. In fact, I know from inside sources, he's going to be a Nugget. I tell you, he's going to be a Nugget. All right, cut. And they're like, all right, save that in case. Save that in case. Just so they can use that when it happens to go viral. Like, I told you, let's look back. And they'll show the date. And everyone's trying to
connect the dots.
Everyone's
like
trying to connect the dots like they're Pee Wee Herman, dude.
Tyrese Maxey, up and coming superstar in the NBA on the Sixers, of course. Now, he is cool. He's homies with LeBron. They are both rep by Clutch. So LeBron is definitely going to go to the 76ers. And you guys, I was thinking on my drive in, he'll go up to the Rocky Stairs on the 4th of July tomorrow, LeBron, and make his announcement that like the founding fathers of our glorious country on the 250th birthday, he's going to become a Philadelphia 76er.
What of slow motion video released tomorrow on the 4th of July?
Rocky music,
him running up the Rocky Stairs.
Remember to clip that in case it happens, so it makes us look cool. That's the world we live in, right? Because everybody's a sports investigator. But now that Rich Paul has come out and said all this, like I said, I feel like he's padding the possibility. He would have done it anyway. So now I'm really thinking, in my mind, I was like, he's either going to be a Warrior if they can make that happen, Miami. San Antonio sounds cool, but I don't know. I think the Knicks is a strong possibility because they are most likely, if he wants to go out on a high note, they're most likely to still be there. And with LeBron, like Rich already said, have a greater chance of making it happen again.
Cove,
I'm surprised you guys think there's a good chance of that.
I think it's a
possible.
possibility.
I'll tell you why, Danny.
And I don't think they obviously don't need him, but I think it's a possibility.
I'll tell you why. But Covino, just to make sure we're on the right page, do it right now. Ready?
Yeah.
I guarantee LeBron James is going to the Nuggets. Cut. Warriors. Knicks. Sixers. All right, now, Spot, our video guy, have that on standby. You can just sort of cut and spot.
Yeah, so we can say, I told you. Remember when I told you here we were in for Dan Patrick? I remember.
Yeah. Except,
I
Rich,
told you.
Except when you set that sentence up, you sounded like Rob Parker. So everyone's going to misidentify you.
Dude, it's so wild, though. It really
Without
is.
a doubt, Covino, he's a warrior. He's going to the Heat.
Dude,
I'm telling you, Knickerbocker.
This is the best drama and soap opera that sports could ask for. But what's really, really funny, and I think the funniest part of this conversation, is not all the moving parts and the pieces, is just that you have all these web sleuths, and they're modern day like Scoops Callahans, really just trying to figure it out, piecing things together based on what's they're following the breadcrumbs, but everybody is a sports investigator. It's hilarious.
Give you the analogy, dude.
It's so funny to see how everyone's an expert now.
On social media, there's so many women that are true crime experts as a hobby, and then they take it too serious, and they think they're going to solve the Ohio, that unfortunate Idaho college kids got murdered.
A lot of times they do uncover things and get to the bottom of things.
But what I'm saying is, a lot of women dive headfirst into they are now the new true crime experts.
Yeah.
There's a lot of young men in the sports game that are like, I'm the new investigator, and I'm going to get the inside scoop. And you know what? Sometimes it works. Our buddy George Sedano over at ESPN, do you remember he was the guy that got the scoop on LeBron to Miami because he saw a moving truck in his area in Miami?
Yeah,
and it was tied to LeBron James?
Yeah, shout out to George.
Danny, we had a scoop that we just didn't break because we were sworn to secrecy, but we had maybe a little hint that LeBron was coming to L.A. because we knew someone through the airport that saw him. Sometimes people
we
do
could
get
say
these
it now.
Yeah.
We were friends with the pilot that drove him, that flew him. Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah, true story. And he's like, I'm flying LeBron to L.A. right now. And we're like, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like how real estate.
Dudes.
It's like how real estate agents sometimes will spill the beans. Like so and so is in town looking around,
looking at properties or school systems. Right? That's another one. But everybody, you got to realize that was like someone's job, But now that's everyone. It's so watered down. It's hilarious. So we the people now of the United States, we don't know what to believe because there's just information everywhere.
Would it be amazing, Rich, if he just surprised everybody and went to a team like the Sacramento Kings?
That would be wild, but Danny, that would be funny actually. But I have a theory that it's if he's gonna make a move and he's willing to go East Coast, I think the Knicks does no good for him. It's a cool, enticing thing, but the Knicks are coming off a high. It's like it would almost be like buying. If you like the market like I do or crypto, you don't buy high. The Knicks are as high as they've been in 50-something years. It's like buying a stock. Like right now, the Nasdaq's at its highest of all time. Right? Are you buying stocks when everything's the highest? It's risky. You're like, dude, it's high. Like the Knicks are at their height. You only have a chance to let them down. I think the Sixers with Maxey, Danny, and Jaylen Brown. The Sixers are a thirsty fan base. That whole trust the process thing never worked out. They haven't been relevant in 40 years, right, as far as winning a title, 40, 50 years. So isn't there a part of you that thinks, wow, Sixers, LeBron could be a hero in Philadelphia with those wild, rabid fans?
Still a chance. You choose one of these other teams, I think you have a greater chance.
Or it could just come down to something as simple as, man, I want to go have fun with Steph Curry.
Yeah, it could come down to that too.
After all this,
a lot of that makes sense. Not just Curry, but his good bud Draymond Green. He could be reunited if they're able. You know what? Now I'm thinking about that. As cool as that story is, even though I don't think it would work, it would be a cool story. Again, traveling circus of the Golden State Warriors. Anthony Davis involved. There's a lot of moving pieces that make it a difficult move, don't you think?
The Wizards have made it difficult because they are claiming they are not going to move Anthony Davis.
Yeah, so I feel like that idea is fizzling a little more, and some of these other ones are picking up. And it really is interesting. So we sort of laid it out for you. Today, Knicks is the story, and was always a possibility. We get that. But now it's, I think, more of a story because they're saying, and they meaning Rich Paul, it's the Brunson show. Got to respect that. But Brunson needs to call LeBron to be like, no, I'm cool with it.
Oh, well,
and then the talks could continue. So if you're a sports investigator like the rest of the world, what are your thoughts, Fox Sports Radio Nation? 877-99 on Fox.
All right, well, these days when money's tight and you're a little behind, it can be tough to catch up. You might be searching for ways to save, even on things like car and home insurance. Trying to make a comeback, you need the budgetary equivalent of a back nine rally.
That's where Liberty Mutual is clutch. They customize your car and home insurance to save you money. When you bundle your car and home, those savings really start to add up, and you can make a comeback for the ages, like sinking a birdie putt on the 18th green.
Liberty Mutual is the perfect playing partner, showing up ready to play, ready to help, going above and beyond to help make things like saving on a car and home insurance feel simple, human, achievable. No coupons or endless searching, just a team committed to helping you keep more of what matters in your pocket.
So instead of chasing deals across the internet, you can feel confident knowing your coverage is customized with savings in mind. Go ahead, sing it, Rich.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local independent agent. Hey, we're Covino and Rich from Fox Sports Radio, and you watch the drivers.
You watch the cars.
But these are the people that make race day happen.
Veterans and military families you've never heard of.
This is Unsung Heroes. Take a look.
Around the track, there are military veterans who never stopped serving, only changed uniforms.
There are definitely similarities between the NASCAR industry and the military.
You have the ability to work as a team. That's a big part of what you learn while you're in the military.
I learned from the military, communication is how to convey the point and still get the mission done.
I learned that it's just adapting on the fly to the situations that are presented during the race.
At NASCAR, veterans help keep the race moving on the track. Across the country, they're answering another call to serve in local communities. Vet the Vote is a national campaign recruiting veterans and military family members to serve again as poll workers in their state and local elections.
It's kind of nice to continue to give back for a better America, for our kids and everybody around us.
Learn more and continue your service at vetv.vote/NASCAR.
It's a boring song. I'm sorry. John Denver is not on my playlist. I'm watching the celebrations yesterday, and I know it's supposed to be. I have eyes and ears, and I have an ability to comprehend. I understand it's supposed to be a special moment, and it is, but it'd be so much cooler with a different song.
Get out
How
of here.
did we adopt Country Road as like the anthem of celebration for the USA?
It's a beautiful song.
I'm not saying it's not. It's a boring-ass song. We're a fun USA country that's inviting all nations to our land. We're having fun. It's the World Cup. It's a boring song. I'm sorry. John Denver is not on my playlist. I know he's a legend. I'm a music fan. People need to understand this. I'm just as much a music guy, probably more of a music guy, than I am a sports guy. I've always been a believer of you could be both. We grew up in a time where you had to, make a choice. Do you want to be on the football team or in band? I was like, why not both? I like both. I love music. I love sports. I am not saying anything bad about John Denver's legacy. I know how he passed away. I know Sunshine on My Shoulders. I know his songs. I know his impact. I know his importance. And I know that this is a beautiful song. I'm saying, why is this our song of celebration?
That John Denver was full of...
I was just thinking that from Dumb and Dumber.
I was thinking Dumb and Dumber, too.
They're in, Nebraska or something.
So it's not a disrespect. I feel like we're catering to a portion of America when you look at our team, we're a very diverse team, a very diverse country. As they say, we're the melting pot, and we're catering to, the country boys. I feel like I'm disconnected there, even though I do like the song. Not for that moment. Of course it's heartfelt. It's beautiful. I see the singing along. I get it. But why that when there's so many great, I would prefer Party in the USA over Take Me Home Country Road. And I don't like Miley Cyrus.
Sam, you got to play some John Denver. Let's get the vibe here. I don't know why you don't think a country, and it's a great stadium. Everyone can sort of sing along because it's easy to sing. Covino, Country Road.
Is that why we chose it? Because
I think what would be a better choice,
bro? We've interviewed. I thought it was Larry from Three's Company when he stopped into the studio. I was like, Larry from Three's Company's here. We had Neil Diamond on our show. Okay,
I'm a big fan.
And Rich is a huge fan. We had Neil Diamond on our show. True story. Why not? We're coming to America today. You got everybody coming to America to party, and we played his downer.
That's a good choice.
This is a downer song, bro.
Today.
Come on. Yeah, you saw Poach singing along, and I got teary-eyed.
Sam, you know what? This is a great driving song. You're just taking it in. You're on a nice country road. You're like, man, America's beautiful, isn't it? The sun's shining on your car. You got the air conditioning on. You're singing along with your family. It's a beautiful song. This is the World Cup, bro. Wow. Now, this is what they should be playing after a USA victory because everybody's coming here for a good time.
Yeah!
Not for some Take Me Home Country Road.
People were roasting you on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter yesterday.
I don't care. If you're a faceless, nameless bonehead who disagrees, you think I care? I don't care. I know music. I know how music works, bro. That song's a downer.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to argue. I do love Neil Diamond. America.
Dude, I was thinking, how about American Girl, Tom Petty? Hey, Later Liberty's a woman. She's a woman. Oh, yeah. All right. There's so many great songs, and we're playing Take Me Home Country Road, which is a beautiful song, but not for that victory moment when you have everybody here trying to have fun. But World Cup has been great. There's some great games this weekend. In fact, we're going to tell you what you need to watch. We do this every Friday on the Covino and Rich Show, which is normally on from 2 to 4 on the West, 5 to 7 on the East. We call it Weekend Hobnobbing. So we set you up on what you need to watch this holiday weekend. Right now, we're live from the Fox Sports Radio studios. Rich, Hopalong Dickey is in Texas. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Now, we speculated, of course, where would LeBron go? It started out with, maybe the Heat, maybe with his buddies up at Golden State, Steph and Draymond, or, hey, maybe back to Cleveland. And now, like you said, everyone's an investigator, and it's opened up. Everyone, Knick, Sixers, the Nuggets, the Spurs. I have a theory that, Danny G, you were saying how, what if LeBron ran up the Rocky steps in Philadelphia on the 4th of July, and he's like, here I am, America. I'm coming to Philadelphia. The last announcement, rubbed everyone the wrong way, right? When he was going to Miami, that was like one of the big missteps of LeBron's career. So he has one chance, Covino, to get this right? I figured out how we should do it. This weekend, who's going to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding?
Not me. Everyone's mad at me because I said the John Denver song is a buzzkill.
Imagine.
They took away my invite.
Imagine the Knicks starting five, who was invited to Taylor Swift's wedding. Imagine he stands up there because he's one of the new Knicks starting five. He announces it at Madison Square Garden at Taylor and Travis's wedding.
That's drama, dude. Yeah, that's a good storyline for sure. I like
He's
that.
there at the Garden. Like, why is LeBron there?
Yeah,
Taylor invited the starting five, and guess what I am?
Can you imagine? That's a good one, Rich. Wow, I like that. So yeah, everything's a possibility, but we woke up this morning, we got some gabagool, and we're seeing all this Rich Paul to Max Kellerman stuff about how Brunson needs to call LeBron. And that doesn't mean it would solidify anything, and they do say that, but it would get that ball rolling again, saying, hey, me as the leader of this team, Brunson, I'm cool with it, LeBron. We could use you. We could run it back again.
Make that clear. The Brunson call isn't insinuating like the Brunson should be like, come on, LeBron, please come here. It's the insinuation is Brunson giving him the like, yo, man, we would accept you.
Yeah, but I do think LeBron could also pick up the phone. They work both ways. Like, LeBron, you can call Brunson, no? Yeah. Brunson's got to call you. That's how I feel about that. But
think about the ego involved in that, though. Like, couldn't you – I don't know. The way Colin set it up yesterday on my drive home, I suddenly could picture LeBron in that Sixers jersey. And that would be a dramatic announcement. And Rich, we were joking last segment about him doing it on the steps there. But that would be an insane moment if something like that happened.
I wonder how it will be announced. I'm not saying it's going to be dramatic like the decision back in the day, but LeBron has one chance to make like a cool announcement one last time, like where he's going. It has to be something.
Dude, I saw a video of him driving in the car. He was eating nuggets. It's got to be Denver, bro. It's got to be Denver.
It's got to be.
I saw the barbecue sauce in the cup holder, and the bag was there. It was a hit. I'm telling you.
I just looked up LeBron's last post just to see, like, am I missing something? And he was just picking out small golf clubs for Kevin Hart, making fun of Kevin Hart. So nothing new. So want to go to the phone, say hi to everybody?
Absolutely. I'm also reading the feedback. Wilhelmina says, I totally agree with Covino. And it's bad when I agree with Covino. Why? I'm the man of common sense here on the show. What are you talking about?
When did that start?
Man of sense.
But hello, Wilhelmina. What up, Scott for mayor? What up, Tony? A lot of people chiming in. Mauser in Cincinnati. Gus the Bus. Again, we're streaming live at Covino and Rich FSR. You could also join the chat there, join the fun, talk some smack at Covino and Rich FSR. Who do we got, Danny G, on the phone?
Let's start in New York. Nick.
Wait, it's the actual Nick?
Yeah.
No, his name starts with an N.
Oh.
This is New York Nick. And a two-time Twiggy winner, I may add, on my rating.
Let's go.
Yeah, Mike Tyson trivia knocked it out.
Nice.
I always thought that LeBron should have went to New York in the beginning because if he brought a title to the Knicks back then, he would be forever cemented. They would have built a statue the size of the Empire State Building. The only way that he can like, I'm not saying redeem himself, but if he brought a championship to Philly, he'd be more beloved there than winning one in Miami, Cleveland, and L.A. And I do truly believe that those rabid fans would celebrate him forever more than the other cities. And I can't wait to hear your feedback. Love the show. Have a good day.
I don't know.
New
Again,
York, Nick?
Damned if you do, damned if you don't, because it also feels like, they're padding this decision or this option. Like, no, we always were interested. It's like trying to convince the chubby girl that got a glow up that you were always interested. Like, no. No, I liked you when you were chubby, before you got the implants, before you got all that work. I always liked you. I swear. Before you lost all that weight, before you got all that money, I was always interested. I swear to God. I was always going to make the move. But then why are you making the move now? It's a hard sell. Even though we do believe it, it doesn't look good.
Cove, could you at least agree that of all the teams we mentioned, the one where LeBron has the chance to look like the biggest hero. Because some people think that's what the goal is, right? Like, how could he go out looking like the man? Would be 76ers, would be Philadelphia, because they're thirsting. They haven't had one. If he goes to the Knicks, it could be a letdown. Golden State, like you said, it's the old guy show. He goes anywhere else, Miami with Giannis, they're probably not ready yet. Like, is Philadelphia the spot? I think it is.
Back to the phones.
All right, let's go to
cool,
Connecticut. Dwayne.
Yo, what up, Dwayne?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
What's up, buddy? What do you think?
Hey, I don't know, man. Just for me, I'm kind of a storybook guy. Like, I think the best place for LeBron, it's just my personal opinion, is to go back to Cleveland. You know what I mean? Like, he started in Cleveland. I feel like he should end it in Cleveland. I think if he goes to Philadelphia and they lose, that's just going to tarnish his career. Not tarnish his career, but I think it's just going to give another kind of like black eye on his career. So
I think that if he wants Covino, if the goal is not winning, Cleveland is the storybook answer. But he wants to win, right? Like, he's now. It seems like if LeBron's opening it up to everyone, he wants his best shot to win. If it's a storybook, like, start where you finish where you started. Yeah, Cleveland's the answer, but I don't know.
Again, not knowing what to believe, Rich. Is it true that the Lakers stuff didn't work out because they wanted all white guys? Is that true or no?
Yeah.
All right, Stephen A. Covino.
I heard that, yeah.
That's so funny, dude. Yeah, exactly, man. He's getting a lot of heat for his take on that. Blasphemous. The fact of the matter is this. All right, so we'll wrap it up with your phone calls at 877-99 on Fox. Covino and Rich in for the great Dan Patrick. Maybe we'll talk about the Snowtime Lakers, they're calling them, Danny G. But all the other options, plus Joey Chestnut's going to be on the show. We got games to play. We have lots to get to, man.
All next right here. Fox Sports Radio, right here. Covino and Rich in for the great Dan Patrick.
Hey, we're Covino and Rich from Fox Sports Radio, and you watch the drivers.
You watch the cars.
But these are the people that make race day happen. Veterans and military families you've never heard of. This is Unsung Heroes. Take a look.
Around the track, there are military veterans who never stopped serving, only changed uniforms.
There are definitely similarities between the NASCAR industry and the military.
You have the ability to work as a team. That's a big part of what you learn while you're in the military.
I learned from the military, communication is how to convey the point and still get the mission done.
I learned it's just adapting on the fly to the situations that are presented during the race.
At NASCAR, veterans help keep the race moving on the track. Across the country, they're answering another call to serve in local communities. Vet the Vote is a national campaign recruiting veterans and military family members to serve again as poll workers in their state and local elections.
It's kind of nice to continue to give back for a better America for our kids and everybody around us.
Learn more and continue your service at vetv.vote/NASCAR.
everyone at the gym, every TV was on the World Cup, and I saw something of a moment that it's not like I'll never forget, but it was one of those moments where everyone stopped at the end of regulation in the Germany, Das Boot, at the end of the Germany-Paraguay game.
The Germans.
When it went to the penalty kicks, when it went to the shootout. Everyone stopped. You heard like all the weights drop, everyone's treadmill powered down, and everyone was gathered around the TVs, just standing there with their hands on their hips, looking up at the TVs, and it really was one of those.
Well, you know why? I mean, we're in Los Angeles. I'm not saying this isn't happening everywhere, but I know this for a fact. Rich and I go to the same gym, and our gym specifically, there's a lot of different cultures involved over there. Because I was in the sauna the other day. And it was like a representative of every team in the World Cup talking about whose team was the best. So, like, we have a total mix of people here in Los Angeles and in this country, period.
Is that your new podcast you're doing, Sauna Talk?
Sauna Talk.
Where Covino just brings a microphone to talk to all the weird dudes in the sauna?
There's a lot of immigrant people or foreigners, however you want to see it, people from different lands, whatever makes you feel comfortable, here representing. So the action level is intense and the interest level is high. So if you got all these mix of people at the gym, especially the gym we go to, there's just a good mix of people there. And I could see if it comes down to a shootout, people are like stopping everything to watch it because that's the exciting part, man. And this is the knockout round. This is what we've been waiting
They're
for.
assembling the United Nations in your sauna.
Yeah. By the way,
no
Sam,
joke, Sam.
It's not. I don't think a
It's
shootout.
very diverse.
I don't think a shootout. I'm being serious. I don't think it's something you could casually watch. That's like you're locked in. All right, yo, hold on. Pause whatever else you're doing. Stop your conversation. Hey. 5 guys on each team are going to get a shot.
Yeah, this is it.
This is it. You just watched 90. Actually, if it's a shootout, you watched
It's
90
2 hours.
plus another half hour.
We watched 2 matches yesterday that went 2+ hours of game time because
Sam, don't remind me. I was at home,
minutes,
right?
15 minutes.
I'm at home,
45,
and
45.
my girlfriend's like, let's watch Love Island.
No.
And I'm like, we're in overtime. We can't.
No.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, but
you said it was almost over 15 minutes ago.
It's not over till it's over.
But
I'm
babe,
like,
they're about to have a beach orgy. Yeah, but I haven't done.
DVR it.
It's Love Island, by the way, is out of control.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're so right. These games are so next level. And Rich's take, I don't want to take your take, but you're saying that the shootout is arguably,
I thought about this,
or maybe not arguably, the coolest ending in sports.
I thought about all the endings in other sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the climaxes. All right, if I told you rank these endings.
Now, even I got LeBron fatigue. We got to talk some baseball and some World Cup. But, man, how cool would it be if America won and they played this song? She was an American girl. Or how about American Woman, even though a Canadian band sang that? The Guess Who? Lenny Kravitz covered it. Anyway, we're Covino and Rich in for the great Dan Patrick. Day 3 of the DP3, the Dan Patrick hat trick. We are officially, well, when the show is all said and done, the Messies of Fox Sports Radio. And make note of this. Get this. We're off on Monday, but we're back here in for Dan Patrick on the 7th. So join us on the 7th, okay? Live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And remember, after the show, the podcast goes up. If you missed any of our Dan Patrick hat tricks, any of our shows ever, Danny G posts the live stream. He posts the podcast. It's all there. Just search Covino and Rich wherever you get your podcast, Covino, and be sure to follow, rate, and review. And every Saturday, the best of the week, believe it or not, we have one. The best of the week drops 6 a.m. Eastern on Saturday. So definitely check it out and follow us for free. Leave a comment. And if you hear from Danny G, you win a summer prize pack from us because we're bribing listeners.
Well, we're talking about how everyone's sports investigator. Where is LeBron going to go? We've speculated what's the coolest announcement LeBron can make. Like Danny G said, yeah, what if you went up the stairs in Philadelphia like Rocky? And he's like, I'm a Sixer. And then I joked about what if he showed up at Taylor and Travis's wedding at the Garden, and he's like, LeBron, why are you here? LeBron, what are you doing here? Well, didn't Taylor invite the Knicks starting 5?
Well,
I'm here.
That's a good one. I just thought of a better one, though, right now. Off the dome, off the top of the dome, like Harry Mack. I just thought of this. It's like a little mini film, right? And like LeBron just drops a link. You click the link, and all of a sudden he's in a car, and you hear clink, clink, clink. Warriors come out to play. And Steph comes out, and Draymond comes out, and he's like, Warriors.
I don't think he's that creative.
Yeah, that'd be great. And that's based on
hold
the
on.
movie, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you bozos.
Mauser in Cincinnati hit us up, and he goes, how about this one? We all know how Country Road for the U.S. men's soccer team is driving Covino insane. What if LeBron just starts playing John Denver, and he's like, I'm a nugget. Country Road, take me home.
All right. You know what, Rich? Let's wrap it up. Since everybody is a sports investigator and nobody knows what to believe, let's just see what the Fox Sports Radio Nation has to say about it. 3 more phone calls. Thank you guys again for having fun with us. We appreciate it. And for Dan Patrick. Who do we got, Danny G?
All right, guys. Yeah, last 3. Got to go quick here. Bert in Boston.
Hey, Bert. Hey, Bert.
Yeah, how you doing? Nothing personal. First about the song, you don't know your gluteus from your maxims. Country Road, that's it, man. That's the best song. Number 2, LeBron. I hope he goes home because he's a ring hopper. He does more hopping than the Easter Bunny, man, from ring to ring. And he's just a spoiled brat, man.
Yeah.
So goodbye, LeBron. I'm glad you're going to go. You know Michael Jordan, man.
Yeah, it's exciting, but I don't think it does. If you're like on the fence about LeBron or you're one of those haters, it doesn't help this, this story. You're like, oh God, more LeBron drama.
I think the Knicks, him calling Brunson or Brunson calling him, and should he go to the Knicks? That's the ending that sucks for LeBron because the chance of them repeating is slim, and it would look like he went there and ruined it.
Yep. So, who do we got next, Danny?
All right, let's go to Kenny in North Carolina.
Kenny. What up?
Hey guys, love the show. Thanks for letting me talk to you.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks, man. What's up?
Hey, I just want to say I know I'm not the only guy that believes this or wants to say this, but I'm looking forward to the day that LeBron James retires. He's been around a long time. He is an icon, but I'm looking forward to that day when he's just done with the game and we can move on.
Kenny has fatigue.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, he moves the needle, dude. Every move he makes,
LeBron James.
Everyone's following. So,
by the way, you know how old LeBron is? That kid's 47 years old now. LeBron James.
LeBron James.
All right, last caller on this, guys. We'll go to Iowa. Mazer.
Hey, Iowa.
What's up?
Hey, how you doing, guys? I just want to say LeBron's the biggest diva I've ever met in my life. Like, he's the kid that always looks back over his shoulder to see if anyone's watching him walk out the door. I got news for you, LeBron. No one's watched you walk out for 8 years. And I just want to say, I don't appreciate you cutting our local air talent. We have no local sports radio anymore.
Hey, thank you. So it's like Shaka Khan,
Thank you.
Mariah Carey, and LeBron James? Is that what he's getting at?
Yeah.
Biggest divas?
When it comes to LeBron, Cove, I do get LeBron fatigue like everyone else does. But with this story, for some reason, it's different. This isn't LeBron fatigue to me. This is more like the fun investigator in every sports fan where it's like everyone thinks they got the leg up. Like, ooh, are there hints or breadcrumbs? If I'm LeBron James, for fun, and people do know LeBron does like attention, should he cryptically put stuff on social media this weekend just to throw people in different directions?
You don't think he's doing that anyway? Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, absolutely.
Or he's having Rich Paul do it.
He's letting things, settle just so people can speculate. He loves the attention. There's no doubt about that. But I do think deep down he knows what he wants to do. It's like you, Rich, when you say you walk in a room, you know which lady you would choose if you were on one of these reality shows. LeBron knows where he wants to go.
Yeah. I always said that on these dumb dating shows, Danny, like The Bachelor, right? On day one, when there's 25 women there, he knows who his final 3 are going to be. Like, you can't – you're a grown man. You walk in a room with 25 women, immediately you could be like, yeah, I know my top 3, her, and her. LeBron James has probably narrowed it down to a couple. I don't know if he knows exactly, Covino, because there is probably intrigue in a few places, but it's the first LeBron story in a while that really does intrigue me.
Don't think that Rich Paul wouldn't be talking about the Knicks if they didn't want to see like the reception and buzz behind that. This is their way of seeing how the
Taking
fans feel. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, for sure. All right, well, listen, coming up, we got Joey Chestnut, hot dog champion. He's going for Title 18 tomorrow. So before he does his official weigh-in, he wanted to stop by and hang with us, which is awesome. So we'll talk to Joey Chestnut this hour. We'll play Brainwave coming up later on the show. We'll talk some more NBA. And one MLB player is getting a lot of international love thanks to the World Cup. We'll get to all that and more. And for the great Dan Patrick, Covino, and Rich on Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, we're Covino and Rich from Fox Sports Radio, and you watch the drivers.
You watch the cars.
But these are the people that make race day happen.
Veterans and military families you've never heard of.
This is Unsung Heroes. Take a look.
Around the track, there are military veterans who never stopped serving, only changed uniforms.
There are definitely similarities between the NASCAR industry and the military.
You have the ability to work as a team. That's a big part of what you learn while you're in the military.
I learned from the military communication is how to convey the point and still get the mission done.
I learned it's just adapting on the fly to the situations that are presented during the race.
At NASCAR, veterans help keep the race moving on the track. Across the country, they're answering another call to serve in local communities. Vet the Vote is a national campaign recruiting veterans and military family members to serve again as poll workers in their state and local elections.
It's kind of nice to continue to give back for a better America for our kids and everybody around us.
Learn more and continue your service at vetv.vote/NASCAR.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense.
her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there, and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all's show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct. 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during
can't.
a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Looks like another team is involved in the LeBron James sweepstakes. ESPN reports that the Sixers are now expressing interest in landing James. Philly this week added Jaylen Brown in a trade with the Celtics. James a free agent after announcing earlier this week he was leaving the Lakers. Another year for the NHL's goal-scoring king, Alex Ovechkin, returning to the Capitals for a 22nd season, agreeing yesterday to a new one-year contract. At the World Cup, Spain with an impressive round of 32 win, 3-0 over Austria, with Mikel Oyarzabal starring.
Cucurella with the cross, and this time only off the goal, makes it count. Spain have their lead.
That was the first of two Oyarzabal goals. Spain into the round of 16 against Portugal, who advanced by edging Croatia. Switzerland, the other winner yesterday. The last three spots in the round of 16 to be decided today. And wedding bells for Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. Reports out that Kelce and pop star Taylor Swift will marry today at Madison Square Garden. I'm Matt McCoy.
DP.
Dan Patrick.
Welcome to the Dan Patrick Show.
We are the most unathletically decorated show in radio history, I think.
America's most revered sports talk show.
Respect the position that you have.
But today, Dan Patrick and the four Danettes are not here. So sitting in for Dan Patrick and hosting the Dan Patrick Show, here's Steve Covino and Rich Davis.
Yo, what's up, buds? Happy 4th of July early weekend. Let's do it.
Que tal, vatos locos? And I see you all festive, Rich. I wore my red, white, and blue yesterday, and I'm saving my other red, white, and blue shirts for the weekend, dude. Nice hat, man. You could watch what you hear streaming live on YouTube. So join the fun, join the chat. You can see Iowa Sam on the xylophone on the Glockenspiel.
You guys aren't, you and Danny aren't very patriotic today. You look like you're more like dressed for like a funeral.
Yeah.
Decked out in black. I got my
No. We're going to a Michael Rubin's black party. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, yesterday was the white party.
Why? You guys didn't get Michael Rubin's invite? Yeah, I guess me and Danny were the only ones.
Tomorrow is the 4th.
Yeah,
I know, but today's like the federal.
Oh, we wore colors yesterday, man. It's every other day.
I got my
Every
Corky
other day
Beach Day
for
with
me,
the American
bro.
flag. Look at that.
Well, you could watch the show and be part of it. We got the best team in all the land. YouTube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR, @Covino and Rich FSR. Shout out to all the affiliates rocking with us. And if you want to catch more of us, Monday through Friday, 2 to 4 on the West, 5 to 7 on the East. And, of course, the podcast is available anytime. We're back here on the 7th. But we're going to have a lot of fun this hour. Joey Chestnut joins us. He's the GOAT, so we bring you the GOATs.
Covino, we're going to talk a little baseball in a second, but I do want to point out, if you're aggravated about LeBron James and LeBron fatigue, I can't wait for him to be done, then you must be really upset about all the offside calls in soccer. Apparently that's the buzz online. Like people said, hey, so let me get the rules of soccer right. If it's an exciting play, there's a good chance it's offsides, and the answer is what? Yes?
That was the viral tweet yesterday. It says, I don't understand why so many Americans are confused about how offsides works in soccer. It's easy. Anything exciting happens, that's offsides. I sent that to all my family members because they're all hitting me up about it. But it's like, his earlobe was offsides. Man. But that being said, I hope you had a fun day watching Spain, Portugal, Switzerland, Ronaldo with the big goal. So some good games yesterday, today, and I'm going to tell you which ones you need to watch this weekend later when we do Weekend Hobnobbing. We get you ready for the holiday weekend. But let's celebrate. It's great to be here. And speaking of being here, we got all these visitors having a great time in America. They're coming to America to enjoy the World Cup.
We've talked about the fascinations with Waffle House and big gulps at 7-Eleven, and we've gone over all that stuff. How
dude, I got family
travelers.
here. There's something else that Danny G loves to talk about too, outlets. I have family from Mexico visiting. They're staying with my parents.
Yeah.
Right? So they're going all over the place.
Camarillo outlets.
Yeah, they're taking it all in, though. They're like, where are the outlets? My dad's like, yeah, I don't know. I gotta have to, I guess, Google it. But they want to go. They're here to have fun. They're here to go shopping.
Get
and buy
half
some
off
stuff.
Pumas.
Yeah, they're trying to, get their deals. They're having a blast, dude. And we're seeing it all over social media. And it's really fun to see the World Cup bringing the world together.
As the World Cup brings the world together, do you have any favorite moments so far? I have a few, and the last one sort of parlays into what we saw at a Major League Baseball game last night. I love Japanese fans trying brisket for the first time and pulled pork.
Yeah.
Their amazement with free refills.
I love some of the Swedish travelers that were down south and they got to try Waffle House for the first time. That was
ranch
great.
Dressing people are taking back.
The pictures of TSA with all the confiscated ranch has been great.
Oh, man, I'm so happy. I think everybody is, not just me. We're all so happy to see everybody coming here, having a great time. And, yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
What about left field? It's Citi Field in New York, where didn't Norway do their rowboat, their rowing thing? They took over the whole section.
Yeah. Oh, that's another side of it, and actually goes with the story about Michael Harris.
Yeah, all the big Scottish drinkers up in Boston. It's been a real amazing global month, and this Michael Harris story, I don't like the Braves. I'm a Mets fan, but this is awesome. And I love how Michael Harris of the Atlanta Braves is leaning into this. The England fans decided, we're going to pick a guy. Who should we pick? And, of course, they're looking around the field and they're like, well, he's right here. Outfielder Michael Harris of the Atlanta Braves starts getting chants from all the England fans, and it's freaking awesome. Take a listen.
But we had confidence that the good players would shine through, and Harry Kane is a world-class striker, and he scored 2 unbelievable goals. We're into the next round.
I feel like I was there. All right, we got it out there in center field.
Michael Harris, 293, batting 293. I mean, they didn't pick any schlub. 293, 14 home runs, and 44 RBI, 84 hits this season. And they start doing there's only one Michael Harris.
Yeah. I heard it. I thought that was the clip
Harris.
Danny was going to play. That's the one I saw, yeah.
Oh, man. But they got like so many different chants that they all know, and they just incorporate Michael Harris into the chants. And, he waves to the crowd. Anytime he does anything, they're going nuts. So, yeah, it's really cool to see. But I feel as a guy that's rooting for Team Mexico this weekend, get it all out now. Have all your fun while you can. Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
I thought it was cool how Michael Harris II went in the outfield at some point and he took a picture with a selfie with them behind him as a way to remember it. And I was going to say, for Michael Harris, you don't think that is a super fun, memorable moment in his career? Like, he's always going to remember, hey, the World Cup came here and they embraced me. And that's like a real, like one of those fun moments I don't think Michael Harris will ever forget.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like it's out of, I was going to say left field, but he's in center field.
Yeah, it's out of center field.
It's out of center field. And, he's got to be like, well, what the heck is that about? I think anytime people are chanting your name and it's coming from a good place, you're not being taunted, right? Then it's emotionally moving. It has to be. You hear players say it all the time. It might bring them to tears in a weird way because it's emotional. It's like, this is great. I think this is more of a fun vibe for this situation, but still something special. I think it's very special to see. Everybody's having fun. America's not such a bad place after all. And they're loving our American baseball, our American ways, and Michael Harris is the guy. And they're loving Michael Harris.
It got me thinking.
Also, if you go to an international game, Rich, like we gotta take, as they take pages from our own book of ranch dressing and big gulps, we gotta take a page from the hooligans and all these fans. Like you go to an international game, you got to pick a guy and just go wild about it, I guess.
Oh, I was gonna say, take a page out of their playbook, pun intended. I think we are learning more about each other through this. It sounds ridiculous, but through the World Cup and the traveling, we're learning a little bit more about all of our international friends. And it makes me realize that, Danny, we work in sports talk, radio, and podcasting. Covino, you and I have done this for years. You guys don't think that international fans make us realize maybe we need to step it up as fans?
No question. There's no question.
I mean, it depends which city in our country you're talking about.
No, it is, Rich.
Any city, Danny. Any city.
No, some of our American cities go off with sports.
I think we need more chants. I think that's
that's what I'm saying. Chants, Danny. Like they're diehard fans. I'm not denying the.
If people were chanting,
Charge.
Yeah, but if it reminds me of what's that instrument that was played?
The vuvuzela?
Oh my God! If people were playing that instrument and chanting I would leave the game and go watch at home. Some of it's overkill.
Remember, we were playing our vuvuzela. Danny G was playing a didgeridoo. Remember that? He was like, remember Danny G was like,
do you remember we went to an LAFC game when Messi came to Los Angeles?
Yes, fans
when
are
he was
next
playing with
level
Miami.
crazy. Yep.
We said, wow, those fans at the one side of the stadium, they don't stop the whole time.
But you know why too? Those LAFC fans, I forget the name of that specific section. There are a lot of, and I say this, let's say Vatos Locos Forever, and they come out and they go wild, and they're waving all the flags and everything, and they got all the chants down. Like, yeah, they bring that international culture. It's soccer.
The North End, Covino. The
North
3250, the 3252.
That's what it is. And the difference there is it's soccer, so there's more of an international vibe. I think what you're saying, Rich, is we need more of an international vibe at other sports than soccer, right?
You know where they tried this? And Danny, you'll make fun of them.
Let's play those for Rich during an entire game.
We're playing our vuvuzelas.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bunch of bees.
Maybe after a couple minutes it would get annoying, Danny.
Rich,
Maybe
do we
you're
need
right.
more boomsticks? What do we need?
No, yeah, boomsticks were a big thing in the NBA for a while. But Covino, Danny G, there was an attempt at this, and Danny would probably love to make fun of it because he's a Lakers fan. But remember the Clippers when they opened into it, they wanted to make like that wall of relentless fans, but you really couldn't find the wall of relentless Clippers fans.
Well, they still have their wall. I mean, I don't know how successful it was, but
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think anyone's talking about like, man, when you go to a Clippers game, it's insane. Like, no, one's saying
that. We'll see.
Like Wemby's knees were knocking together when he went to the.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was freaking out when they went there.
As I want to defend our cultures and our ways, yeah, the way they do it is a lot more fun, and it does prove Rich right when the tarps off movement makes news because it's next level fandom, right?
Oh,
so
great example. You know what? That's a great example because that came out of nowhere, and now Danny G, your son's participated in a tarps off at an Angels game last week.
Yeah, just last weekend, and see that's organic though. That didn't happen because we copied some other country. You can't force. You can't force celebrations.
That's true. You know, you're right about that, Danny, because we could smell that a mile away too. Like, oh, we're just copying now. But, yeah, I guess that's what makes them unique, makes them fun. And it was so cool to see the English fans, the hooligans, these bloody blokes having fun at a baseball game.
You don't want to go to a Dodgers game and see a bunch of Vatos Locos being like, there's only one Freddie Freeman.
We want to see the English fans do that, not necessarily Americans, because it's not genuine is what Danny's getting at, and he's right. It's like, oh, that's not our thing. So, you know what?
It doesn't stick either. Remember when Wemby tried to do the Europe-style celebration after a Spurs win?
Yeah.
It was a topic on our afternoon drive show.
Yeah, we couldn't even follow the beat or the cadence.
He's like, we're going to start doing this after all the W's.
Yeah, he tried. That's right. And I haven't really seen much of that.
No, because they didn't do it again.
Oh,
I'll give you your whack-ass Yankees credit, Covino. I do love when the bleacher creatures shout out all the players' names until they give the little acknowledgement.
Yeah, the roll call.
The roll call in the beginning.
Yeah, it's great.
I think that is cool, and I just think more teams need things like that because the international fans are bringing the fun. And, you know, we're being great hosts, and I think it's a great overall experience. The World Cup has brought more joy than – I haven't seen many negatives, knock on wood. So,
well, I think if we're going to focus on things need to happen organic, right, it has to happen naturally, we should lean into the tarps off thing even more because I'm not saying we're the first to do it, but it's something that just started to grow and started to happen. Should lean into it a little more. I mean, I don't need to see man nipple that much, but it's all good, you know, because that's what we're getting at. It's like there's a different level of excitement when these international fans come in. They let loose. You could say this is all brought to you by alcohol. I don't know. Maybe we're not partying enough when we're out and about. Or maybe we need different traditions. Like we need to step our traditions up, but we shouldn't copy other people's. I think that's the rule here.
Well said. We don't need to be copying. All of a sudden, we don't need to be doing there's only one Freddie Freeman chant. But the traditions we have, let's lean into them and create even more new ones. Like, I'll give you two more. Every time there's a national anthem in Baltimore or at an Orioles game, they lean into the "oh," right?
Yeah.
When Lindor leads off for the Mets, his theme song is "My Girl." The whole stadium sings the next verse while his at-bat's going on. Things like that. I just think there needs to be more of that. You know
what it's like, though? If you don't know those traditions and you go there, you feel left out. Like it's like when you don't know the songs at church and you just sort of like, oh, what's going on?
Oh,
man.
I don't know. And then you're looking around, you're like, am I the only guy that
Rich,
didn't know?
you got it. You got it, Rich.
Yeah, that was it.
Wait, it's Christ has rise, Christ is risen. Yeah.
I thought you had to hit him with the forever and ever, bro. All right, now get this. If you have any ideas
and ever
about traditions, and again, props to Michael Harris. Hit us up at 877-99 on Fox. Got any questions for Joey Chestnut? You can also hit us up because he's next on the show. So we bring you the GOATs, Covino and Rich, in for Dan Patrick on Fox Sports Radio.
All right. Now, the Cup knockout round is now, and it is getting exciting. Covino, later on, I know you're going to go over your favorite games to check out this weekend. And DraftKings has you covered for every single match.
The DraftKings app is now available in all 50 states and includes all markets, bringing the game straight to your fingertips wherever you are.
New DraftKings customers sign up with code Patrick. You spend $5, you get $200 of rewards within 21 days. That's code Patrick in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Bet with DK Sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800-MY-RESET. Connecticut. Call 888-789-7777. Visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, bet tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 plus. Void in Canada. Event contract trading with DraftKings predictions involves risk of loss. Availability varies. Bet to get bonus bets that expire in 7 days. Trade to get $50 in predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Issued every 7 days via click to claim for 21 days. One non-withdrawable reward redeemable. Predictions offer void in New York. Ends July 19th. Terms at dkng.co/audio.
Hey, we're Covino and Rich from Fox Sports Radio, and you watch the drivers.
You watch the cars.
But these are the people that make race day happen.
Veterans and military families you've never heard of.
This is Unsung Heroes. Take a look.
Around the track, there are military veterans who never stopped serving, only changed uniforms.
There are definitely similarities between the NASCAR industry and the military.
You have the ability to work as a team. That's a big part of what you learn while you're in the military.
I learned from the military, communication is how to convey the point and still get the mission done.
I learned that it's just adapting on the fly to the situations that are presented during the race.
At NASCAR, veterans help keep the race moving on the track. Across the country, they're answering another call to serve in local communities. Vet the Vote is a national campaign recruiting veterans and military family members to serve again as poll workers in their state and local elections.
It's kind of nice to continue to give back for a better America for our kids and everybody around us.
Learn more and continue your service at vetthee.vote/NASCAR.
Fans visiting the U.S. for FIFA World Cup have the most hilarious reactions to everyday American culture. Things that we see every day, they're like, wait, what?
Yeah. We're on center stage.
You do that here in the States? Can I give you a few of these things that are popping up on social media?
Mm-hmm. It also poses the question, though, like both stories tie together, my personal story and this news story. It's like, if you had people coming to visit you or you just happen to bump into some foreigners here for the World Cup, where do you tell them to go? What do you tell them to do?
Yeah, but I think that is even a bigger question, meaning when you visit foreign countries, they're usually significantly smaller than the United States in general, because I'm always fascinated when someone, let's say you were born and raised in Barcelona. Or Greece. You're in Athens, or, you know, you live in outside of Rome. If you ever visit the United States, are you choosing New York, Miami, Vegas, California, Texas? Like, Like where you choose here is even so different.
I heard that no one out pizzas the Hut. Will you?
Is this true?
Is this true? Can you take me, please?
I hear the chicken is a finger licking good. I must test.
Will you please take me, please? Por favor. Little Caesars, the pizza.
How do I say it? Yo quiero the Taco Bell.
Sure, Sergio. We'll take you right now.
But here's the observations you're seeing on social media. Number 1, 7-Eleven. Here's the social media sentiment. Not gonna lie, this is from a foreign visitor from the UK.
Yeah, these are real stories, by the way. We're not making this up.
Big gulps for 7-Eleven are easily one of my most favorite things I've discovered in America.
How you say a big gulp?
It is a huge.
¿Cómo se dice a big golpe?
Oh, big gulps, eh?
Yes.
Nice to see you.
I think I'll have a big gulp, por favor.
That's a lot of sugar.
Yo, bro, that's wild. That's America right there. The big gulp.
Another.
And, how you say I like the hot dog on the conveyor belt, the rolly thing? I'll have one of those, please.
Let me give you another. A World Cup fan visiting from Sweden. Her name is Elsa. Went viral for her endearing reactions to America comfort food. She said, "Why did no one tell me? Or why is no one in Sweden aware of ranch sauce? Or as you call dressing?"
That's a
she
big
goes,
deal.
"Europe, we need ranch ASAP."
Yeah, they do.
Europe and in Asia, dude. I just came back from Japan and Korea. 2 things. Our 7-Eleven pales in comparison to like Japanese or Korean 7-Elevens. That's a way of life out there.
Doesn't Japan open don't they own the 7-Eleven brand?
Dude, their 7-Elevens are like a way of life. Like you have to go and get the treats. Also, as Americans, you go there and ask for ranch for your chicken or your wings or whatever. They look at you like, "What are you talking about? It's not a thing."
Another European Twitter X user went on to say, "I'm confused."
Country road.
I like the John Denver. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, I like John Denver, just not for that victorious moment. It's got to be fun. You got people there having fun. So we celebrate 250 years of our great country.
Wow.
How cool is that? Holiday weekend. Hey. Holiday. Celebrate. ROCK in the USA. Covino and Rich rocking in the USA. And with USA, orale, Steve Covino and Rich Davis in for Dan Patrick on Fox Sports Radio. And we all got our plans.
Yeah.
We all got our cookouts. We all got our bank snaps ready. We're all going to be watching Nathan's hot dog eating contest. It's just part of the tradition. It's part of the oohs and ahs of 4th of July weekend. And we don't bring you the schlubs. We bring you the goats here on Covino and Rich, especially when we're in for Dan Patrick. So let's welcome a friend of the show.
I've had a really good time.
Okay, so hold on. I got to be honest with you. I love you, Joey Chestnut. You walk into a restaurant, right? And I know you got people that maybe do this stuff for you sometimes, but they're packed and they're like, "We're sorry, sir. We have no, did you make a reservation?" You don't say, maybe a Joey Chestnut?
No, you don't do that. No, the move is you go to the bar and then you have a drink with the bartender, and then the bartender then tells the people, the restaurant manager, who you are. You don't tell people who you are.
You never say, "Do you know who I am?" I'm just saying. I feel like along the way, like you said, there's perks of being Joey Chestnut. Joey, is any random athlete, celebrity, musician that you were shocked to find out is a big fan of what you do? Like, oh wow, like that guy knows me.
No, I was at a film festival, and so this woman comes up to me, and she's like, I'm the press secretary for Mr. Crystal, and he would love to meet you. And they were talking about Billy Crystal, the like a legendary actor comedian, and I was really shocked that he even knew who I was. So that took me back a little bit.
Pretty amazing, man. We're here with the great Joey Chestnut. Everybody's excited about watching him go for 18 this weekend. Now, we say you're the GOAT, you are the GOAT. And I'm wondering, besides perks and name drops, even though you say you can't do that, and I agree, when it comes to endorsements, what sort of endorsements come with a guy like Joey Chestnut? Like NBA, there's obviously a sneaker, but do people approach Joey Chestnut for a sneaker deal and stuff like that? Like, do you got your eyes on other things? Do you have a dream endorsement? How does that work?
I haven't had the sneaker deal yet. But you would think a sneaker company would be smart and really like, hey, the guy who can eat the most hot dogs is the more normal guy. And like, people don't want, not everybody's slam dunking a basketball. You need to wear the shoe that the guy can eat. And you should be able to function and eat. That's more important. So a shoe deal for competitive year would be great.
You got to walk off all those hot dog calories afterward,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Get those steps in. Yeah.
We've talked about how many hot dogs you eat, and the other day we tried to put in perspective. What's your record again? How many in 10 minutes?
76 dogs in 10 minutes of playtime.
76. We were wondering, like the average guy that has a pretty good appetite, that when he's with his buddies he could eat a lot. 10 minutes. Is 10 hot dogs in 10 minutes even preposterous, or is that realistic for like a regular guy with a good appetite?
It's doable for almost anybody. I think women can do it. It's not that like women should do less. I think anybody should be able to do 10 hot dogs in 10 minutes. It's not that hard. It's just meant like we were just so used to eating so casually, and we have, if you eat with a little bit of a sense of urgency, if you had a real job where you only get a certain amount of time to eat, you can put down some food in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I thought 10 and 10 seemed pretty standard. When does it get impressive? Where like, wow, 20 is like, where's the number where people start to go, ooh?
20 is where you start. Yeah, that's the real dogs. They got some dog in them. And then I'm not saying that like a joke. Like you gotta, like a dog, you gotta attack the food. And you gotta be a little bit primal in order to get to 20.
Joey, did it take time to get used to like dipping the bun in water? Because I've done the whole. I wonder what this is like. And the minute I tried it. I dipped the hot dog in the bun. I'm like, oh, they're like the soggy bun. Do you ever get used to soggy buns?
Yeah, it took forever. Yeah, I'm not a psycho. I don't do that for fun. It would no. I really tried not to do it, but it makes sense when you really start looking at it. It takes the air out of the bun, the hot water. I'm using like really warm water. So it helps everything relax, helps your muscles relax, and gets the food to start just digesting quickly.
Hey, Joey, of course, I don't want to bring up the downtimes in your career because most of it has been kick-ass and you're the champion. But what happened when you lost? No. But, like, what happened when you lost? Like, was it one of those days where you're like, that just wasn't my day? Because
it was a bad couple months. Well, the year before I got engaged, I was engaged, and I was supposed to get married in June. So I was like, I wasn't having the best year, and I went into the 4th of July. We ended up calling off the engagement and calling off the wedding, and my head wasn't in the right place.
So it was a preparation or both in that case.
It was, there was preparation. I was getting complacent. These are lame excuses. The truth is, Matt Stoney was hungrier. He ate more than me that day, and he's an awesome eater. And I should have, if I wanted to win, that year I didn't eat enough to win, and it's all right. I came back hungrier the next year.
Hell yeah, it's an amazing story. Yeah. But do you still dwell on that a little bit? Like, damn it, Matt Stoney, even though you're giving him his props now, is there a part of you there, or are you just, hey, it was his year?
It's not even that story. Like, I know good things came out of it. I went back to the table, went back to the drawing board, and came back super hungry. Like for years and years, I hadn't crossed the 70 mark, and as soon as I came back after I lost the next year, I went above 70 hot dogs for the first time ever. So losing, making mistakes, and it's part of life, and learning from them and coming back better from them is that's what we all try to do.
That being said, who's your biggest competition tomorrow? Or do you not even look at it that way? How does that work?
I mean, my competition as an actual competitor, there's Pat Bertoletti. He's a great competitor. My competition, it's me versus numbers, me versus the weather, me versus the dogs. I'm me versus old man, father time. I'm getting older, so I want to get. It'd be great to get a record at 42, hit that 76 dog mark, but we'll see. We'll see if I got it in me.
Yeah, Joey, it's wild to think, like LeBron James, he's playing one more year. By the way, do you have any thoughts of where LeBron James ends up? He said he's open to anywhere.
Yeah, come on, really? He wants to go back to Cleveland. he has to say that he'll go anywhere, but he really wants to finish in Cleveland, be a mentor, and I feel like he has a connection there that nobody. Yeah, he like on paper he has to say he's open to go anywhere, right?
Now LeBron, look, again, one more year, but he could probably play more than one more year because he's still playing at an elite level. Is Joey Chestnut going to walk away from hot dog eating when people start beating him, or when it's like, I've got nothing more to prove? Because you got nothing more to prove now. Like, are you going to slow down? Is it going to be one of those, like, 1 year, I've won my 25th in a row, good night, everyone? Like, what's the Joey Chestnut plan?
I don't think anybody's special. I really believe there's going to be a point in time where there's some animal competitive eater who's going to come out, and he's going to put me down. I won't have to go 25 years, but if they beat me once, then I'll have to try to beat them, get it back. But we'll see what happens. I'm taking it one day at a time, one dog at a time. And dude, 4th of July tomorrow it's going to be beautiful.
Oh, can't wait to watch, man. Traditions. Joey Chestnut with Covino and Rich. We're going to a listener question right now. He's an amateur eater himself. Greg Mercer in Pittsburgh. It's going to be 100 degrees tomorrow in Coney Island. Have you been training and eating in the heat to acclimate? And how much more difficult is it for you in your sport when it's hot like that?
Yeah, I went to Florida. I did one practice in Florida, and it was really, really hot and sticky. And numbers went down a little bit, but I was really happy with how I performed. And I feel like it's highly unlikely that it's going to help. It could hurt a little bit, but it's going to. If I get good dogs, oh my God! If the dogs are great, the buns aren't stale. We could be looking. I feel like that everything the 76 is still in reach.
Hey, by the way, is that's your record, 76? Obviously, the country started in 1776. Is that the magic number? Like, if you go 77 and you got more in you, do you stop at 76 just to be like 76 as we celebrate 250 years? Is that it, or do you want to break?
That's what I'm saying. If I hit 76, I'm saying I did it on purpose. Honestly, when I'm in the zone, I have no control. My brain's not really working, and I'm just gonna go until they stop me.
Joey, can you take us through one of the coolest Joey Chestnut moments of all time, when you're mid-competition and some doofus jumps on stage, some jabroni gets in your face, and you have to fight him off and whoop his ass? Can you bring us through that moment?
Oh my God! So it was it's a blur. All I remember really is like thinking that the people who give hot dogs, they bumped into me really hard, and I was like, oh, they bumped into me hard, and then I don't even remember grabbing the guy, but and then I remember like. Apparently I grabbed him by the neck a little bit and he fell to the ground. And but then I remember like, oh my God, the contest is still going. So I had to eat the hot dogs in my hand and just keep going. But yeah, he was a protester. He didn't like factory farms. Factory farms aren't too cool. But yeah, he shouldn't have got on stage.
Man, I wish you were available for some of the protesters out here causing traffic jams. Like sent Joey Chestnut up there, put him in a
Absolutely not. I'm way better at eating.
Is it true, Joey Chestnut? This is another listener question. Is Mark in Colorado? Is it true that you send every text ending with a hot dog emoji? Is that true or no?
No, it's not true. No. I send a good number of them with the hot dog emoji, and there's times where I end with so many hot dog emojis. Like my record, 76 hot dogs. But not every text.
Emojis.
I was gonna say Joey Chestnut. Now I have a question. When you do the Nathan's hot dog eating contest every year, you get a belt, correct?
I do have belts. I have belts up the wazoo.
I was gonna say, because I can only imagine, like, sometimes you go to someone's house and maybe they won some nice award. Do you have them displayed? Do you have a room where it's like the trophy room of Joey Chestnut?
I have my office, which is like a trophy room. I have a couple friends who own restaurants. They display a couple belts. Yeah, the belts dude, they've gotten better over the years. Nathan's and the sponsors of they keep stepping it up, and it gives me more reason to get a new belt.
It's Covino and Rich in for the great Dan Patrick. 4th of July weekend, so we bring you the best. Joey Chestnut is the best, and he's going for Title 18 this weekend. You got it. Let's say you got it. We got to assume you got this, and you got more in you. How many more do you think you got in you, and what do you want Joey Chestnut's legacy to be?
Joey Chestnut.
Deeper question. Yeah, because you've been doing this so long, man. You're synonymous with it. Everybody knows.
I don't know. Legacy. I think that's not. I'm not looking for legacy. I'm just doing what I love to do. I love eating. I love beating the heck out of people in competition, and this is just fun. I get to travel and just have a blast. And I consider myself just super lucky. I went to school for engineering. That's a real job. Working construction management, dealing with like change orders and other people's money. It's like, dude, it's stressful. I have the best gig there is, and I'm gonna ride this thing until the wheels fall off.
I love it. Joey Chestnut, synonymous with the 4th of July. One last question, and we'll let you go. And people we'll let you know where everyone can check out Joey tomorrow. An annual tradition. Is there one food that you're like, yeah, I'm not eating this in mass amounts? Is there something you've tried to do a competition with, and you're like, no, this is just not. I'm not doing it.
Oh my god! So every you've heard of this mayonnaise bowl that they have. Every now and then, people are like, oh my god, we want you to eat mayonnaise in mass quantities. And I'm like, oh no, no. I think straight mayonnaise. Anybody who eats straight mayonnaise, it should be illegal. It's not okay. Mayonnaise is all right on BLT, but just mass quantities of mayonnaise, it's something I've turned down again and again.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that one.
Our producer Danny G has one last question. You said if you get good dogs tomorrow, and we're all hoping for great buns. The whole weekend we want great buns, right? If you got good dogs, what's the best way to cook a hot dog for the people getting ready for their big cookout this weekend, Joey?
Oh yes. Oh, I at home I love it over charcoal. Real charcoal grill, it's great. If the gas grill is awesome, flat top griddle. Oh, that's tits. It's really good. But anything but boiled dogs. Boiled. You keep the dirty water dogs out of my 4th of July celebration.
All right, man. Hey, we wish you the best. We know you've got it. You're the man. We appreciate you being here. Again, for people to keep in mind, he has the record 76. As we celebrate 1776, 76 dogs in 10 minutes. What does he get tomorrow? It's going to be on ESPN2 starting noon Eastern, right? And it's simulcasted on ABC. Give us the details, man, because we all want to tune in and root you on.
Oh yeah, it's going to be live on ABC. I think 12:30 Eastern time, and ESPN or ESPN2 is starting at 12.
Yeah,
dude, it's going to be this is going to be one for the record books, and it's going to be hot, humid. But we're going to be pushing hard, and I'm going to ignore every feeling in my body to come out on top.
And you're going to the weigh-in right now?
Oh, on my way to the weigh-in. Yeah, they're going to weigh my fat body. And hopefully, I'm feeling light. Actually, I'm feeling pretty good. There's room for 75 to 80 hot dogs. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right.
Real quick, if you weighed yourself right before and after the 76 dogs, how much do you put on? Like, what's the sizable difference on a scale before and after?
The hot dogs by themselves, like 75 hot dogs by themselves, I want to say weighs 17 pounds. And then during the contest, I'm taking about at least a gallon of water. So we're talking 24, 25 pounds in that 10 minutes. But I'm sweating like an animal. So I lose a little bit of sweat and gaining all the water. But I think 25, 26 pounds would be a record weight.
Oh my God. Well, hey, good luck tomorrow. We love having you on, Joey. A good annual tradition. We appreciate you giving us time, my friend.
Oh, great talking to you guys.
Have a great weekend.
Chestnut.
The great Joey Chestnut on Covino and Rich, in for Dan Patrick, Fox Sports Radio, the Nathan's hot dog eating contest since 1916, man. So he's the guy. He's the name behind all this. He's the guy to beat, and he rarely loses. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, rooting for Joey Chestnut. All right, now, Rich, we got more NBA to talk about, more World Cup. If we have time, the Lakers. If we don't have time, we have a bonus podcast. So, again, everything at Covino and Rich FSR, at Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. But more Covino and Rich. We play Brainwave, giving away prizes. 877-99 on Fox if you want in. We got more on Fox Sports Radio.
All right, well, hey, toilet paper is a foul. Brown card issued. Dry TP smears and leaves extra men on the field. Dude wipes are extra large, wet, and built to close out the game properly. Send the 10-pack for free to a TP user in your life at dudewipes.com/browncard.
And Rich, tires matter. They're the only part of your vehicle that touches the road, the ROAD, and they're responsible for everything: acceleration, braking, steering, and handling. Tread confidently with new tires from Tire Rack.
Yeah, whether you know exactly what you want or what you're not. Maybe you're not sure. Expert recommendations at Tire Rack. They make it easy. You get fast, free shipping, free road hazard protection, convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. They bring the tires to you at your home, office, or anywhere in between.
And, of course, the best selection, including the full line of Goodyear tires. Hey, we're Covino and Rich from Fox Sports Radio, and you watch the drivers.
You watch the cars.
But these are the people that make race day happen.
Veterans and military families you've never heard of.
This is Unsung Heroes. Take a look.
Around the track, there are military veterans who never stopped serving, only changed uniforms.
There are definitely similarities between the NASCAR industry and the military.
You have the ability to work as a team. That's a big part of what you learn while you're in the military.
I learned from the military, communication is how to convey the point and still get the mission done.
I learned that it's just adapting on the fly to the situations that are presented during the race.
At NASCAR, veterans help keep the race moving on the track. Across the country, they're answering another call to serve in local communities. Vet the Vote is a national campaign recruiting veterans and military family members to serve again as poll workers in their state and local elections.
It's kind of nice to continue to give back for a better America for our kids and everybody around us.
Learn more and continue your service at vetv.vote/NASCAR.
When I don't like someone, I'm not shy to say it. So I actually do like Acho, but this comment is absurd.
The W at this junction in time would be better without Caitlin Clark because she is a bigger distraction than she is an additive. Caitlin Clark has gotten the WNBA over the necessary threshold they needed. Now people are watching. Now we realize, there's talent in the W. Talent that's actually even greater than Caitlin Clark. And I'm not just talking about bigs like Asia. I'm talking about the Olivia Miles. I'm talking about the Paige Beckers. Hell, I'm talking about the Kelsey Mitchells. Caitlin got the necessary eyes there. But now that the eyes are there, we don't necessarily need her anymore.
Now, he can't honestly believe that, right? And I say that respectfully, because much like Rich, I have nothing against Acho, but that might be the weakest take of all time. We're talking about a woman who changed the entire league. As far as impact, we're not comparing her championships or her skill level.
Oh, Rich compared her to Michael Jordan.
But as far as impact, Rich isn't that far off. What she means to the league, ratings-wise, numbers-wise, jersey sales. Dude, she had more sales than any. She was only second to Steph Curry, included NBA superstars, okay? So when you talk about the revenue, the sellout crowds, the attention she brought WNBA, he cannot be serious.
The WNBA.
Not past brought and brings.
Yeah.
Past tense and present tense
so
and future
honestly,
tense.
shame on us, not here on the show, but us as people, to give those things any sort of attention. I'm not saying here for the sake of the show. I'm saying in life, because we have to understand that people are just saying the opposite just to get your attention. So like, hey, the sky's not blue, it's orange. Like, no, it's not. But they'll say that.
Oh, I better click that. What does he mean by that?
Yeah, they'll
He's
just
wrong.
say that to get clicks because there's no way a smart and intelligent guy like him, a former professional athlete, could honestly think that. So shame on us for even believing it for a second.
Well, if you just mention the name Caitlin Clark, it gets people all hot and bothered.
It's the clickiest of clickbait of all time. To
you say that?
The world we
What?
live in. It's a great example of the nonsense that we're
How many times
watching.
say click?
The clickiest of clickbait.
Caitlin Click.
So here's my thought. I would go as far as to say I take what Acho said, that the WNBA, or as he called it, the W, I've never heard that before,
George W.
would be better off without Caitlin Clark. I'm going to say this.
I'd say the opposite.
Had Caitlin Clark not came into the WNBA, I feel like we'd be looking at it going away within the next couple of years.
It would be like an alternate reality we'd be living in. It was
I thought the WNBA was the WNBA was they practically got a foreclosure notice. Hey, it ain't working. We've done this 20, 30 years. It's not working. If Caitlin Clark had not come into the WNBA a couple years ago and had that little run at Iowa and the fun with her and Angel Reese, had that not happened,
and becoming the all-time scorer in NCAA history,
I seriously doubt the WNBA would have made it another couple years. In fact, I'm talking like closing shop, league done.
This proves that we do live in the upside down. Nothing makes sense. Awful's the new Austin. He's still the guy. He's still the guy.
Joey
so thank you again, Joey Chestnut. If you missed it, and if you want to catch the interview, you want to see it, he had his Nathan's jersey on and everything.
You get a belt, too, a bedazzled belt.
Oh, you get the belt, too. But if you want to watch the interview, it's on YouTube at Covino and Rich FSR, at Covino and Rich FSR. Now, next hour, I just want to remind you, too, that we got Brainwave coming up. That's a simple game, multiple choice. Are you on the same Brainwave as Covino and Rich? I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but that's what we figure out. Your chance to win a summer prize pack. Speaking of prizes, you're not getting $10,000 for eating hot dogs. You're getting a prize pack, though. You're getting a grilling apron and koozies and all that stuff. Fox Sports Radio, grilling apron, Covino and Rich, so that's fun. Brainwave and Weekend Hobnobbing next hour. What you need to watch in the world of sports and pop culture. But remember, after the show, the DP podcast and our stream goes up. And if you miss any of today's show, be sure to listen to the podcast. Search Covino and Rich wherever you get your podcast, Covino, Covino, and be sure to follow, rate, and review 5 stars only, because anything less is uncivilized.
Ooh,
Cove, I'm looking at a message Danny G sent me this morning. His Dodgers, yeah. There's no boo-hoo with his Dodgers. A 13-game lead in the NL West, and we haven't even hit the All-Star break yet. The Padres have been stinking like, I would say Abe Lincoln, but even more so like our forefathers, because they were probably even stinkier in the 1700s. Padres have fallen to 500. The Diamondbacks are also playing 500 baseball to the point where the Dodgers, they're cakewalking. It's, again, 13-game lead, and we're not even at the All-Star break yet. And I don't know, Padres disappointing season, but do you think you could pinpoint your favorite team's most disappointing season ever? Because as a Mets fan, guys, I don't think I'm a prisoner of the moment. I really do think this is the worst Mets season in the history of the franchise.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Only because the expectations were so high.
Well,
so
yeah, no, expectations combined.
But are you surprised or more surprised or more disappointed?
Disappointed. I mean, Danny, I thought maybe if David Stern's experiment didn't go as well as we wanted, the Mets would still be like over 500.
But we knew your locker room wasn't good as far as team chemistry.
It's not the talent. It has everything to do with all the chemistry in the locker room and people not getting along.
Well, I think they're saying Lindor and Soto are trying to pal around again, but everything has gone terrible, right? Freddie Peralta was a Cy Young candidate, pitching lights out for the Brewers. He's under 500 with like an ERA in the 4s or 5s. Luis Robert Jr., injured. Polanco, guy hardly has taken the field for the Mets. Marcus Semien, as predicted, was just like past his prime. Every move they've made has failed. Pete Alonso, he's on track for another 30, 40 home runs. You know, the guy they said isn't a part of the future. Edwin Diaz, you know, he's injured for the Dodgers, but they let him go. It seems like you could argue that there's no way anyone's having a worse season than the New York Mets.
I actually agree with you. I'm not sure there's more of a disappointing season ever in baseball than
have you not been paying attention to what's going on in Detroit? Because many people pick the Tigers in the AL Central, and they have fallen on their face.
I'd say disappointing, but when you think of the payroll the Mets have, and when you think New York, and when you think they got Soto and all these big-name players, and they got rid of key players, too, with the hopes of making a run, for them to be this bad, not only the worst year for your Mets, I think it might be the worst year ever in baseball, just based on expectations. Of course, there's definitely been worse records.
Well,
but
you can bring up some White Sox or A's team or something at some year, but based on expectation
and they're
alone.
a tune-out to top it off. Like there's so much excitement in sports and World Cup and everything else. You want to tune in to watch the Mets? No way.
What about the Red Sox?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of
going into the season. I did not think the Red Sox were going to be having these kind of troubles.
But you think a Red Sox fan could pinpoint the worst season ever? You know, you could pinpoint bad eras easily. Like, yeah, that was a bad era. This era, that era. But the worst season ever, Rich could actually pinpoint. This might be the Dodgers, maybe the Padres. You know, when all's said and done, we'll see. I mean, not the Dodgers, the Mets. This might be the Mets' worst season ever.
It's got to be. I mean, based on the payroll, based on in that lineup on paper going into the season, when the Mets were like, yo, you know, Soto, Lindor, Luis Robert Jr., Polanco. Oh, they're bringing up the young kid Benj, and Vientos is going to have a comeback year. Francisco Alvarez, the catcher, might have the worst at-bats I've ever seen in baseball. When that guy's lost to the plate, he's swinging at outside breaking balls like you would or I would. Like, it's disgusting. I don't know where you go from here. And did you see David Stearns has been given the thumbs up from the owner, Steve Cohen, saying, yeah, we're going to stick with him for the 5 years of his contract. So
maybe you got to lean into those cheesy gimmicks again. Maybe you got to bring Huck Tua Girl back or Grimace or somebody.
Yeah, get the Hamburglar on the case. Maybe that could work. Who knows?
There you go.
All right, more Covino Rich. In for Dan Patrick next. We're going to give away some prizes and have some fun. So hang tight. Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, we're Covino and Rich from Fox Sports Radio, and you watch the drivers.
You watch the cars.
But these are the people that make race day happen.
Veterans and military families you've never heard of.
This is Unsung Heroes. Take a look.
Around the track, there are military veterans who never stopped serving, only changed uniforms.
There are definitely similarities between the NASCAR industry and the military.
You have the ability to work as a team. That's a big part of what you learn while you're in the military.
I learned from the military communication is how to convey the point and still get the mission done.
I learned it's just adapting on the fly to the situations that are presented during the race.
At NASCAR, veterans help keep the race moving on the track. Across the country, they're answering another call to serve in local communities. Vet the Vote is a national campaign recruiting veterans and military family members to serve again as poll workers in their state and local elections.
It's kind of nice to continue to give back for a better America for our kids and everybody around us.
Learn more and continue your service at vetv.vote/NASCAR.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio.
When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense.
her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy? I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate your show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
.65 as Brian Rocchio hit a walk-off two-run homer. Chicago's Grant Taylor served it up.
Yeah, it wasn't landing the curveball earlier in the AB, so I got a good fastball, especially lefty. So, I threw a pretty good location, but he was looking for it.
The Rays won their 8th straight 5-2 over the Royals. Serena Williams' return to singles play at Wimbledon was the most watched second day of play on ESPN in the network's history. Jessica Pegula and Naomi Osaka both winning third-round matches. Coco Gauff meets fellow American Claire Liu later on. That's sports. I'm Frank Arity.
DP.
Dan Patrick.
Welcome to the Dan Patrick Show.
We are the most unathletically decorated show in radio history, I think.
America's most revered sports talk show.
Respect the position that you have.
But today, Dan Patrick and the four Danettes are not here. So sitting in for Dan Patrick and hosting the Dan Patrick Show, here's Steve Covino and Rich Davis.
Woo! All right, holiday weekend, freaking weekend.
I'm still thinking about Joey Chestnut
Me too.
saying how his weight could fluctuate 25 pounds before or after eating 70 hot dogs.
That's wild. I had so many thoughts, Rich. I was in the bathroom. I had an epiphany, and I was stroking my beard, and I got deep thoughts about it. Now I'll let you know what they were.
Did you wash your hands first?
I did wash my hands.
Did you wash
absolutely.
your Jack Handies?
I did, and then I washed my beard. That's Iowa Sam. We got Danny G here, and guess what? Fox Sports Radio Nation. It's Friday. I know it's earlier than usual for us, but it is Friday, and we're fired up for the weekend.
You guys' soccer chant was a little off there.
Yeah, I know. We weren't in unison.
Today's Friday.
Today's Friday.
Today's Friday.
Today's Friday.
There's only one C&R show. Just one C&R show. All right,
I
so
would love that.
We're Covino and Rich. Normally on Monday through Friday, 2 to 4 on the West, 5 to 7 on the East. Everything at Covino and Rich on social media. And we're streaming live on YouTube at Covino and Rich FSR. Join the fun. All of our shows are there. Our bonus podcast, Overpromised, it's all there. Now, this hour, giving away prizes. Brainwave, it's the game that's sweeping the nation. Taking the world by storm and scattered showers. Brainwave, are you on our Brainwave? Win a summer prize pack. Plus, weekend hobnobbing this hour. What you need to watch. But like Joey Chestnut, we talked about the perks. And, yeah, he's known for eating hot dogs, but I think everybody knows the name. And he sort of downplayed it, and that's nice because you want to be humble and have humility or whatever.
Well,
but
it is a dish move to name drop as well. But we were saying, like, has
it wasn't
he ever
about
used
name dropping. It's his name, right? So even if he's on customer service and he's like, and they're like, sir, can you give me your name? And he's like, Joey Chestnut. Right? They're not like, he doesn't get like, wait, hold on, like the hot dog guy? Come on, of course.
Yeah.
Like when you're a different level of celebrity, like if you're LeBron James, who everybody's talking about again today, I don't think he handles his own bills and customer service. And I don't think he's waiting on hold, listening to wait music, you know, telling him, it's LeBron James. And I didn't make this charge on my credit card. I think he's probably got some people doing that for him. But when you're Joey Chestnut, I imagine he's using his own name to do things like that. And people probably say, wait, the hot dog guy?
Wait, hold on. Yeah.
I'm calling to make a reservation. Okay, name, sir. Chestnut Joey. Wait, the hot dog guy? Absolutely.
You know, I feel like you need to be his agent because you were talking about some endorsement deals. I am shocked that he hasn't had like a hot dog brand or bun or, you know, something like condiments or something, right? I mean, Guy Fieri's our good pal in the cooking world, and he has like 1,000 products.
I mean, not to sound gross, but he should have a 4th of July weekend endorsement with Dude Wipes or something.
I think in the past he has had like a
I'm
wipe
gonna send him a brown
sponsor.
card.
Yeah. But he's great, man. He's great, and he's going for Title 18 if you missed it. Catch it on YouTube as well. Thank you guys for hanging out with us live. Stilo in Stockton, Mauser in Cincy, Gabe Moreno, Ric Flair. Woo! There's a guy named Ric Flair on our chat. Colin in Colorado. Wes in Idaho. A lot of people chatting live on our live stream at Covino and Rich FSR. Now, Rich.
Stephen A. You want to talk about Stephen A. because he's doubling down.
He is doubling down, and that's what this comes down to. He's getting a lot of criticism on social media. He's basically talking about what the world now is calling the Snowtime Lakers. And if you missed it, we have the original audio of what Stephen A. Smith said. We'll put our spin on it, and we'll get your feedback going at 877-99 on Fox. Here's Stephen A. on the Lakers.
Where the hell the Los Angeles Lakers think they going with a bunch of white dudes? Somebody had to say it, so I'm saying it. Your 3 top players are white dudes? Really? This ain't golf. This ain't baseball. Hell, it ain't even soccer. And we got a whole bunch of brothers on Team USA. What y'all think this is? It's basketball. This is basketball. In NBA history, when have you seen your 3 most prominent players on a basketball team all be white?
Man. Well, you know what?
Ooh.
There's a lot of foreign white dudes making some big impact in the NBA nowadays.
White people.
Yeah. So
listen,
it's rubbing people the wrong
and
way.
the NBA Rookie of the Year, and he's not an international player.
NBA Rookie of the Year. You got these international superstars. You got Jokic. You got Luka. There's so many big time players that it's. I feel like this is an old thing to say or to think in
I feel like
today's
this
world.
I think this applied more 10, 20 something years ago.
Right.
However, I mean, I don't take offense to what Stephen A. said. People get all butthurt and politically correct, and I think that's a silly way to take this. I think I totally understand what he's saying. Like an NBA team with more than half the starting lineup being white dudes doesn't traditionally work in the NBA. Like, why we can't pretend we don't know what he means. And then there's people that are like, well, if someone said that about any other race, I don't care about that. I don't care. I just think it's funny how
we're not talking about Danny Ainges on the court, though. Like, do you seriously look at an international guy like Luka and be like, oh, there's a white hayseed or whatever, people want to say about the 80s Celtics and things like that, which obviously they had a balling team back there, and the NBA's changed a lot. But
these aren't white dudes with dad moves on the playground.
Yeah, this is not Rich with a wide open 3 at the YMCA.
The old white guy with the tube socks doing the hook shot at the gym. That's not this, right? So, and that's what we're thinking. Like, yeah, we kind of understand, but I don't know if he should have said that. I don't know if it was a good move, but in today's world, maybe it's the best move because awful's the new awesome, and you say things for the clicks just to say them.
Mm-hmm.
And he even says, like, since no one else is saying it, I guess I'll be the one. And I think you're saying this because you know deep down that it's going to go viral and everybody's going to talk about it. Even though you shouldn't say it. It's like,
but you can't
it's like,
say. But all right,
it's like Love Island. These kids know they shouldn't be doing it, but for the sake of good TV, they're doing it. Ratings, I tell you.
Well, there's things we observe that we just don't say out loud because you're like, yeah, that might not be politically correct, or let me think of it. That might be insensitive. But if you're telling me it didn't crush your mind, also, that's like, I got a lot of white guys now. Like, I think everyone thought it, but it's a different NBA game now. You can't tell me when Danny's like, yeah, we got the big man from Utah. I'm like, yeah. In my mind, I'm like, man, there's a lot of white dudes on the Lakers.
But they also signed Colin Sexton, and they also stole Grimes away from the Sixers. But these narratives and images you see on social media the past 48 hours have been like singling out all the white players on the Lakers and putting them as like the face of the team.
Luka is a bad man. He's
doesn't
not
matter
your
what color
average.
he is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
NBA's leading scorer.
Luka is one of the top players in the NBA. So regardless of color, who's going to not want Luka on their team? A healthy Luka, right? Bad. Stephen A. should be saying, he's a bad man, because he is, regardless of color. You got Austin Reeves, regardless of color. Look, he's unassuming, if anything. Forget about color. He just looks kind of nerdy, right? But the guy could ball, and that's all that matters.
The headband actually makes him cool.
Hey, Austin Reeves got a headband. You know what? Bad man, because you don't expect that, and he brings it. And then Walker Kessler, 7'2" behemoth center from the Jazz, size that they needed, right? So it makes sense, and I understand what you're saying too, Rich. But here's like the question here when it comes to the Snowtime Lakers, which is really funny. It's really like I get what Rich is saying too. I'm not offended because it's funny, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not offended. I think
there
it's
is
funny.
a double standard.
I think
Rich.
it's funny. There's a double standard, but I don't care about that. I'm not.
Okay. But that's not even what we're going to focus on, because after this, there's a backlash and aftermath, and I could picture Stephen A. He's not a dumb guy. He's a very smart guy. He's sitting there.
I don't know. Didn't President Trump said he's not intelligent?
Yeah, no. When it comes to this, he knows what he's doing, and he's no dummy, and he's no rookie at this. And he's sitting there rubbing his hands together like a fly, in excitement, knowing that the world is going to talk about it, and that's all that matters at the beginning, middle, and end of the day. in today's world. And everybody is talking about it. So he's like, all right, well, what's the next move? Because now everyone's calling me out on this. But good, I got everybody's attention. I'm still the top dog in this game.
You said just a couple mornings ago on DP here that you respected Acho. You've met him.
Yeah.
You guys bro hugged it out. But he had the worst take probably of the year with the Caitlin Clark stuff.
Man.
Yeah, Acho said the WNBA would be better off without Caitlin Clark, and I couldn't. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
He's been one of the biggest voices right now saying Stephen A. is racist for saying all this.
Yeah, I mean, because you know why, too, though? He's got to come at the big dog. As much as I think Acho's also great and good at what he does, and I don't agree with all of his takes, obviously. I think it's the opposite. I think Caitlin Clark might be better off without the WNBA. He's got to go at Stephen A., right, to make some noise. Yeah. We're not even doing that. We're giving you the story. But here's what we're getting at. Stephen A. now has to figure out, well, what's the next move? I got everybody's attention. Everybody in the palm of my hand. Now what? Blasphemy. I'm going to double down. So he doubles down on, hey, everybody's mad at me for what I said? What? I ain't taking it back. He pulls a Conor McGregor. I apologize to absolutely nobody. He's doubling down on what he said. He's like, look, you know me. And I think he could also get away. Like, you know me. I'm Stephen A. Hey, I'm Stephen A. I'm not racist. This is what my eyes see. Am I wrong? Right? He's pulling that kind of move. But he's doubling down on what he said. So the question is, think about this. In life, is it best to double down or to apologize, like sort of surrender just to move on?
Oh, I know your answer. Covino's a double. You might as well be at a blackjack table because you double down more than anyone I know.
Well, it's a matter of how strong are you on your
KFC
convictions.
double down.
Think about this. In Stephen A.'s heart of hearts, and again, I'm just guessing here, right? I'm speaking on behalf. I'm Stephen A. Covino, Stephen Anthony Covino. Stephen A. speaking on behalf of Stephen A. We've worked with the guy. We've had him on our show a bunch of times. We've met and broadcasted with Stephen A.
We get the
For
point.
him to double down, he knows in his heart of hearts, I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I'm just telling you how I see it. So you know when I double down the most, Rich? When I know in my heart of hearts, I don't mean anything bad about what I'm saying. This is really how I feel. I'm not coming from a malicious place, and I know in my heart I think I'm right. So that's when I double down. Like, yo, this is my opinion or how I feel or I know to be right. I'm not hurting anybody by what I'm saying because I know who I am and where I'm coming from. That's when I double down. So I have to imagine that's where Stephen A's coming from.
I see what Stephen A's seeing. There's a lot of white on that court. I see what he's saying. I'm not offended by it.
Somebody
get the
give
double
me some
down.
sunglasses.
I get the double down.
It's too damn bright in Los Angeles.
It's a lot of fluorescent bulbs.
Yeah.
I get what he's saying. I'm not offended by it. I mean, I don't know who would. We're all a little, sensitive pants. However, Cove, I think in sports takes, in media, on social media, doubling down, man, it's fun. It's all game. Everyone's just practicing their little debate game, right? But I'm telling you, in real life, in a marriage, at work, with your family, doubling down too much results in no bueno.
Yeah, but what happens, like, even on these stupid dating shows and Love Island, it's like everybody wants an apology.
Double down.
If you feel you're right, do you double down or do you just surrender to move on? Like, all right, you're right, I did it, even though you did it, and you're like, all right, I'm moving on now.
I just said it. Open your damn ears, Covino.
Should Stephen A. put the fires out and move on, or should he lean into this?
In sports, in hot takes, on freaking Love Island or whatever all these things. Yes, doubling down is great entertainment. Great entertainment because, wow, the person's so stubborn. They're not giving it at all. But in real life,
well, what do we want? We want disingenuous apologies, Rich?
No, if you're doubling down on arguments or takes or situations with your wife, your girlfriend, your kids, your mama, guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose relationships, and those people end up divorced, lonely, sad, going through a lot of stuff because they're too stubborn to say. Someone once told me, what's more important, winning the argument or peace and harmony and happiness. And sometimes people are so stubborn that it's like, dude, you care more about winning the argument than like getting along with your girl.
All right, so best to double down or apologize and move on. 877-99
Professionally double down
on Fox.
Professionally double down. Personally, do not double down.
And Sam has something to say, but let me tell you my last thought on this. I think there's more than meets the eye because we're transforming. The nation's changing, man. And I think that Stephen A., I mean, he's on the pulse of what's going on. He knows what he can get away with. He knows what he could say. He also has credibility, a resume, reputation. People know him. Cancel culture's gone. Cancel culture seems to be dead.
Oh, comedians are breaking out words.
Yeah.
Comedians are breaking out words that we haven't heard in years.
Louis C.K. has a Netflix special out. Didn't everybody hate him a few years ago? Right?
Yeah.
So, like, he knows that I could say what I want. What are they going to do? If anything, this is just good because people are talking about me and the show and everything else.
I'll be honest. You watch a bunch of comedy like Covino and I do. There's words. There are popular 80s and 90s playground phrases and words that you thought no one would ever say again, and they are in comedy specials. Even at the Kevin Hart roast, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was using the R word for special needs kids.
Another
and
great
we're like,
example.
That's,
So
all of a sudden, that's like back in the mix, you know? Like,
so he's sort of knocking that door down on his show, talking about this freely, knowing the temperature of our culture right now.
Yeah.
And I think that as a result, and seeing him double down, we're going to see more and more and more takes like this because people are like, you know, we pushed the cancel stuff too far that now it's going the opposite way. All right, so now, Sam, your thoughts?
I was just going to say that, you know, doubling down if you know you're wrong, in the back of your mind, you know you're wrong. It's just it's a symptom of having an unhealthy ego, you know? It's like you should just seek out the truth. If you know in the back of your mind you're wrong, it takes a big person to come to the table and say, you know what, I was wrong. Let's move on.
And as we always said, your ego's not your amigo. And Danny G, you're the resident Lakers fan here, man. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I instantly thought about Becky Hammon because about a month ago on Midweek Major with Sam, he gave the story about her take that Jalen Brunson was too small. No NBA team has ever won a championship with a guy his height. And the headline just 9 days ago, Becky Hammon won't back down from terrible Jalen Brunson take. She doubles down.
She said, prove me wrong. She got proved wrong. You're allowed to have an opinion that is eventually proved to be wrong. Like, that's fine. That means that he did it. He overcame that, and he was able to prove it.
Yeah,
and
but Sam, her stubbornness is something I'm not down with.
I think she was just standing by her comments. She's like, go out there and prove that a smaller guy can lead a team and get it done. And she was proven wrong.
She said history and stats will show you that my opinion was correct in that moment. He proved me wrong, and I'm happy for it. I'm not going to take back what I said.
Yeah, but you know what she could have said in a more fun, light, more likable way, because there's nothing likable about her whole persona with that.
Ooh.
She could have just been like, she could have just been like, yeah, you know, I said it, and man, I was wrong. Yo, Brunson, you're the man. I was wrong. What feels nice sometimes to say you're wrong and not feel like Sam said, like, don't let your ego control you. When your ego controls you, there's this weird feeling of, well, I don't want anyone to think I'm wrong or didn't get it right.
Yeah,
dude,
I like this.
Something,
I like that about you. 5 years ago when we started on the network here on Sunday nights, you guys would come on the next Sunday and be like, we were wrong about that. And Colin, that was one of the things I liked about him, his segment where Colin was right, where Colin was wrong.
Yeah, Colin says opinions should change with new information. And I think if you have that mindset, it's liberating. It's like, at the time I thought this, now I think this because there's new information out there.
Isn't that crazy?
But why are we so stubborn, Cove?
Yeah, we're not fortune tellers. Nobody is. I don't care how great of a sport expert or sports investigator you are. You're going to be wrong about a lot of things.
But why do we take ourselves so serious? Because, again, you're going to be wrong a lot. Like, my favorite thing is I love to laugh when we were all so wrong on something. Like, know what I find hilarious as a Niners fan? There's video out there of me that you could probably find if you scroll back enough on TikTok or Instagram, where when the 49ers drafted Trey Lance, I was like, yeah!
How about you bet me $1,000 that the Mets would beat the Yankees as far as record this year? Could you be any more wrong?
You can't see the future. Like that's just the bottom line.
We don't have Biff's Sports Almanac.
Dude,
We're not in the locker room.
I hate that I'm going to have to give you $1,000. But you know what I think is really funny? If we listen back to that audio at the end of the season and I'm like, dude, the Mets are going to do it this year, how could I not laugh at myself? Like, if I double down, I'm like, well, it's the front office, and it's this, and it's that. Like, dude, don't take yourself so serious.
Yeah, so
I think,
the Stephen A. story is definitely continuing to grow, believe it or not. And I think we're living in a culture where I don't think it matters, really, if you're offended by it.
Covino,
I've
known you a long time. You've dated people.
Oh, boy.
Or maybe even married them that double down on arguments when they were wrong. And you can never win with someone that refuses to be vulnerable and doesn't put aside their ego.
All right, so your thoughts on Stephen A. And really the question is best to double down or apologize, even when you think you're right, just to move on. At 877-99 on Fox is Covino and Rich. We'll get to your feedback and phone calls next right here on Fox Sports Radio. Now, Rich, before we talk about dude wipes, let's get some people on the phones for Brainwave giving away prizes, all right? So if you want to be part of Brainwave and win some prizes, a CNR Summer Prize Pack, call now at 877-99 on Fox. But let's talk about a violation that keeps going unpenalized.
Oh, you mean how every day millions of people show up to the bathroom with dry paper that smears, that shreds, and leaves extra men on the field, and they just walk away thinking, it's good enough. Well, guess what? It's not. That's a foul, and Dude Wipes is done looking the other way.
Dude Wipes is officially issuing brown cards to every TP violation out there. XL wet flushable wipes built for dudes who want to walk out of the bathroom confidently clean with a clean sheet every time.
Yeah,
no wondering, not guessing, just clean.
Yeah, here's where it gets good. Get to dudewipes.com/browncard right now, and you could send, get this, a brown card and a free sample pack of Dude Wipes directly to a TP user in your life. You knew exactly who we're talking about, that dry guy who stockpiles toilet paper like it's 2020. Your buddy who's never once questioned the system, send them the card.
Yeah, your buddy who walks out of the bathroom all grumpy looking, yeah. Send him the upgrade. Every squad has one of these guys. Do it for the team. DudeWipes.com/browncard. DudeWipes.com/browncard. No more butt penalties. Hey, we're Covino and Rich from Fox Sports Radio, and you watch the drivers.
You watch the cars.
But these are the people that make race day happen.
Veterans and military families you've never heard of.
This is Unsung Heroes. Take a look.
Around the track, there are military veterans who never stopped serving, only changed uniforms.
There are definitely similarities between the NASCAR industry and the military.
You have the ability to work as a team. That's a big part of what you learn while you're in the military.
I learned from the military, communication is how to convey the point and still get the mission done.
I learned it's just adapting on the fly to the situations that are presented during the race.
At NASCAR, veterans help keep the race moving on the track. Across the country, they're answering another call to serve in local communities. Vet the Vote is a national campaign recruiting veterans and military family members to serve again as poll workers in their state and local elections.
It's kind of nice to continue to give back for a better America for our kids and everybody around us.
Learn more and continue your service at vetv.vote/NASCAR.
I looked up FIFA's disciplinary code. It says it cannot be reduced or overturned through appeal unless the ban is extended to more than one game.
Right. So it is, and you're going to hate this, is what it is. As the vatos say, eso sí que es, vato loco. It just is what it is.
But Cove, I mean, listen.
There's no changing it because we think, see, there's like an entitlement that a lot of casual Americans feel. It's like, well, that's not fair. And they're just like, well, it is what it is.
Honestly, there's a question itself. Are we entitled little bitch
Yeah,
US
a
fans?
little bit.
Or
and then we're quick to go to conspiracy, and we're quick to say, that everybody's against us and FIFA doesn't want us to win and all that stuff. We've been great hosts. I don't think that's the case. I do think it's an unfair call. I do think it wasn't malicious. I think it was just he wasn't even looking at the dude.
A yellow card wasn't even pulled on the play.
There should have been maybe a yellow
in
card.
real time.
Even though, Rich, of that era, I think yellow card is the weakest of the bans. Maybe the most popular, but
I thought Ocean Avenue was a good.
I think it's like some 41, Newfound Glory. Yellow cards somewhere, down below.
Can I read this to you guys?
Sure.
So this was from ESPN last night. This is from someone I believe has a referee background. VAR made their recommendation. So that's a person who's using the video upstairs. It's actual person. VAR made their recommendation to the referee based on slow motion and still replays, which is not aligned with VAR protocols, as these should be used for only point-of-contact purposes in a red card tackle situation. Once at the screen, however, it would have been a surprise if the referee on the field did not send off Balogun, considering the pictures he was presented by VAR, being like, oh, he stuck his cleats right in the guy's ankle.
I mean, that is what happened, though, and it did look vicious.
It looked bad if it was stopped or slowed down, but in real time, it didn't.
Yeah, but
I mean,
we
that's
can't.
what a lot of people came to that
That's
conclusion.
the problem. We can't speak out of both sides of our mouth, too, because people say that about Caitlin Clark, too, and it's like, hey, regardless, she still had a fist in her neck. Yeah, but in real time, it wasn't as bad. No, the facts still remain. It was bad. It's just what was the intent is what's in question,
But
right?
they showed Messi. They showed Messi doing the same thing to another guy. Yeah, he didn't even get a yellow card for that.
Dude, I think it's a matter of intent, and I do think it was bad. I do think we saw that guy's whole ankle roll, like he's cleats. Balogun stomped him with his cleat right into the back of the ankle, and yeah, that's bad. But there was no intent there, no malicious intent. It was not done deliberately. I think that's the difference here.
Well, that's the difference in everything in society. When someone says or does the wrong thing,
And again, there's proof that he wasn't even looking at him in that direction when it happened.
An athlete, a comedian, someone says something questionable. Covino and I always say it's funny how no one ever looks at intent. They look at result.
Blasphemous.
Ooh.
The Snowtime Lakers. Oh, man. I'm telling you, what we're seeing with Stephen A. is just people leaning into, the new ways of today. What we were dealing with is over. Cancel culture is done. So he's speaking his mind. And
Mike's dancing. Look at Mike.
I know. Mike can't not dance to Snow Informer.
It's a good jam.
Mike don't know Informer. So we're Covino and Rich in for Dan Patrick live from the Fox Sports Radio studio, and everybody's searching for ways to save on insurance. Switch to Liberty Mutual, and they'll customize your auto and home insurance so you only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 Liberty. Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local independent agent. Now, if you're on hold to talk about Stephen A. or your thoughts about the Snowtime Lakers, we're going to try to get to your phone calls, but we got to play this game. The game that's sweeping the nation is called Brainwave, and it's pretty simple. Danny G, our host of Brainwave, will give you the rules. You just got to be on the same brainwave as Covino, Rich, Mike, who runs this place. Who? Mike.
Never heard of him.
And, of course, Danny G and Sam. But if you're on the same brainwave, you win the summer prize pack. Danny G will tell you all about it. Let's do it. It's Brainwave.
Do Covino and Rich really share the same brain?
Doris Day, Red, Johnny Ray, of Pacific, South Pacific, Joe DiMaggio.
Is their crew not far behind?
We're one.
Welcome to Brainwave.
Try to make sense of the brain.
It's easy. We drop fun sports, music, and entertainment questions. And if you match with enough of these bozos, you win. I love that. On the count of 3, reveal.
Brainwave.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Locked in.
You guys are on the same wavelength right now.
All right, happy Friday. The questions. Yep. The questions in this game are all subjective. You just got to try and match the brain of CNR and the crew. Going to get our contestant from the studio lines, then I'll explain the rules. First one through, Cody. What up, Cody in Idaho?
Hey, Cody.
Hey, I'm back.
Cody, what do you do for a living there in Idaho?
I work for Verizon.
Okay, cool. All right, I have 5 rounds ready to go. Our contestant needs to win 2 of them to be the champ and walk away with a CNR Summer Grill and apron. I'm going to ask a question, then give 3 debatable answers to choose from. The 5 of us from the show will write down our answers on dry erase boards for our YouTube channel. And then on the count of 3, Cody, that's when you shout out your answers, try to get in our brain. And you got to match with 3 out of the 5 of us to win the round, or no matter his answer, if all 5 of us happen to match, it's an automatic round for the caller. Are you ready?
Let's go.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Go.
All right, round 1. Let's start with the freedom on the 4th category. And I gave you guys each a menu in the studio, so
I'm hungry.
So you can look at these options. Cody, listen closely. Which plate would you rather have this weekend at a barbecue? Plate 1, 1 burger, 1 hot dog, and macaroni salad. Plate 2, 2 hot dogs, corn, and potato salad. Or plate 3, 2 burgers, mac and cheese, and a garden salad. All right, so you're in Rich's backyard. He's barbecuing. Plate 1, plate 2, or plate 3?
All right, I'm locked in.
All right. Cody, plate 1, 1 burger, 1 hot dog, macaroni salad. Plate 2, 2 hot dogs, corn, and potato salad. Or plate 3, 2 burgers, mac and cheese, and a garden salad. And
Dude, my pen's not working.
Oh no.
What'd Cody say?
What?
Hang on, he didn't answer yet. Big Mike said his pen's not working.
Oh, you got the bum pen.
dunce.
What a dunce.
I'm sitting in Rich's seat. Guess what? I'm sitting in your seat, Rich. How's
Yeah,
it feel? How's it feel, bro?
I left it
How's it feel?
on purpose. All right,
Okay.
let's go.
I borrowed Coke. I'm good. I'm ready.
All right. Whew. I ran.
That was fast.
Okay, Cody, we need your answer on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'm going to have to go with plate 3.
He says plate 3. We start with Steve Covino.
I thought there was more variety on, sorry, Cody, plate 1, 1 burger, 1 dog, macaroni
He
salad.
says plate 1. Rich Davis, what say you?
I mean, you want a little variety in the plate, right? You don't want... And 2 burgers? Is that the third one? 2 burgers? Get out of here. You got to go plate 1. You get a little of everything there, right there.
What did you say, Big Mike?
Yeah, concur. For all the same reasons.
All right, we're 3 for 3. Going for the back door.
Yeah, plate 3 was like a gluttonous meal. 2 burgers, mac and cheese, and garden salad, right?
Yeah, that was the artery clogger.
Yeah.
Call me a glutton. I agreed with Cody. Because that salad, the salad to me balances things with the ranch dressing, especially.
There's no dog though.
I know.
So plate 1, you get
There's
the
some
burger
meat, though.
and the dog.
I would pull an Iowa Sam. I'd take a hot dog home.
All right.
Here's the thing, though. I thought plate 3 looked great, but I ended up going because I want that hot dog. I went with plate 1. So if Danny was just on the same
Come
brainwave.
on, Danny.
Plate 1. I
Danny.
even drew it. Plate 1.
Sorry. Well, I actually agreed with Cody. All right, so you guys are the ruiners. All right, we go to round 2.
Whatever.
Let's go to Show Me the Candles. Today, Tom Cruise turned 64.
Wow.
Which of these 3 movies is his most underrated film? Collateral, American Made, or War of the Worlds? Most underrated Tom Cruise movie out of those 3.
American Made is so good.
Dude, Collateral and War, they're all
Collateral
good.
is also excellent.
All right, we're all writing our answers down.
Okay, locked in. Locked in.
All right, Sam's writing his answer down still.
I'm still sitting in your seat, Rich. I just want you to make sure you know
Mike,
that.
don't fart too much.
Oh, it's too late for that.
Cody, we need your answer on such a mature show. We need your answer on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I have to say War of the Worlds. It's so underrated and so good.
He says War of the Worlds. We go in reverse order. Iowa Sam.
You know, I ruled out War of the Worlds. It was between Collateral and American Made. I went with Collateral because, I mean, honestly, that's one of the best, I think, the best movies ever made.
Dude, I agree with you. I also said Collateral. All right, we go to Big Mike.
I'm on the Collateral train.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, we got something going here.
Who's next? Rich Davis.
I'm going to say Collateral.
So it comes down to me.
Yeah, backdoor cover.
Wow, this is wild.
Covino.
So American Made, War of the Worlds. I hear a lot of people talk about those movies, and I don't hear anyone talk about Collateral.
That's what I'm talking about. Backdoor.
Dude.
Backdoor.
Cody with the backdoor action.
All right.
That's how you start a weekend.
Cody, you're halfway to one of those popular CNR grilling aprons for the summer.
You need one more win. I can't believe we were all on the same brainwave.
Right?
Such a good movie.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx. Oh, man.
All right, guys.
Very underrated, I must say.
Yeah.
Let's go back to some more 4th of July fun. Call this NOJPP. How would you rather partake in 4th of July explosions? Fireworks show put on by your own city? Personal fireworks you set off on your street? Or a drone show at a sporting event?
Or Mike who runs this place sitting in Rich's chair.
Stop it.
Wait, I'm sorry, I need those options again. What?
How would you rather partake in 4th of July explosions this weekend? Fireworks show put on by your town? Personal fireworks you set off on your street? Or a drone show at a sporting event?
All right, I'm locked in.
All right, everybody locked in?
Yeah.
Almost.
Locky Doodle Dandy.
All right. Cody, we need your answer on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I always think free is best, so City Light Show.
He says, so you put on by your own city. All right, Steve Covino, what say you?
I want to hear the oohs and ahs of the community. I like going out there. I'm going fireworks at the town. Yeah, I like that feeling of, getting out there and watching it with everybody in town.
Rich Davis?
The drone show is too futuristic for me. I think I'm not a trashy Joe Dirt type of guy. I'm not lighting off Husker do's and Husker don'ts. You've got to go for the fireworks by the hometown.
Yeah, that's fun for me.
All right, and Big Mike, what say you?
I got to say, I hate crowds, and I live in California where I can never do my own personal fireworks, which I would love to do.
All right.
So I'm going with my own personal.
Oh,
Big Mike blowing up his cul-de-sac.
Mike with some bottle rockets thinks that's awesome.
Well, you know what, Cody?
Back it up, Mike.
Back it up.
I said my city.
Yeah.
So that's 3, right?
There you go.
Yeah. Boom.
Well, guess what, guys? I also said City Display.
There we
Let's
go.
go.
We got a winner.
Wow.
Damn.
I was trying to ruin it.
Dude.
I'm coming around to the drone show. The drone shows are becoming amazing.
Really?
And they're less polluting. They don't
creep
out dogs and vets.
Fireworks? Hey, it doesn't matter.
I don't
Cody
know.
won.
30
Cody
years
won.
of firework displays. I'm
I
like,
was going to pick Mike who runs this place as I answer first, but
Right?
Let me tell you,
city
anyone
display is still good.
that's mad about their pets, I got a major problem with that. It's once a year. I love pets, but little wiffles could deal with one day of fireworks. We got to do fireworks. Come on.
Yeah, and look, I like lighting off your own on the street. That's fun, but it's dangerous
Or
too,
if you got
right?
if you got property, a farm or something, that's a great time.
Yeah, but who are you, a Grucci brother? What's the stat, Rich? Like 13,000 injuries every 4th of July?
13,000 people every 4th of July go to the emergency room.
Yeah, careful with the alcohol
That's
and mixing
a lot of
fireworks.
fun, but be safe. But hey,
Cody's
regardless,
a winner, man.
Cody wins the summer prize pack.
Yeah. Hang on the line there in Idaho. Be mailing out a CNR grilling apron to you.
Wow, I can't believe it. I can't believe you won that. I thought for sure it'd be fireworks, but I was wrong. So, hey, he had enough on his page on the Brainwave to win. And if you want to qualify for the summer prize pack, our Covino and Rich exclusive Fox Sports Radio grilling apron and koozies, and it's pretty dope. Just follow our podcast and leave a comment on Apple Podcasts. Search Covino and Rich, or play one of our many games. We play games pretty much every day and give away prizes on our regular time slot, 2 to 4 on the West, 5 to 7 on the East. And we're back again on the 7th.
Next Tuesday morning, Big Poppy will be on the show doing baseball trivia with us.
Oh, so if you want to do some multiple choice trivia with Big Poppy. Yeah, he calls it Big Poppy's baseball trivia. you could play on Tuesday because we'll be in for DP again.
Wow,
All right.
Cove, you sound just like him.
You think so? All right. So anyway, congratulations to Cody. Thanks, Big Mike, for hanging out with us. And Rich, we got to get into Weekend Hobnobbing and maybe some more NBA talk. We got people on the hold, still waiting to talk about the Snowtime Lakers.
All right, so we'll take some quick phone calls. We'll do that next, and Weekend Hobnobbing. Can't wait. More Covino Rich next on Fox Sports Radio.
The Cup Knockout Round is now, and DraftKings has you covered for every single match. The DraftKings app is now available in all 50 states and includes all markets, bringing the game straight to your fingertips wherever you are.
Hey, new DraftKings customers, sign up with code PATRICK. Spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code PATRICK in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Bet with DK Sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800-MY-RESET. Connecticut. Call 888-789-7777. Visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, bet tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 plus. Void in Canada. Event contract trading with DraftKings predictions involves risk of loss. Availability varies. Bet to get bonus bets that expire in 7 days. Trade to get $50 in predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Issued every 7 days via click-to-claim for 21 days. One non-withdrawable reward redeemable. Predictions offer void in New York. Ends July 19th. Terms at dkng.co/audio.
Hey, we're Covino and Rich from Fox Sports Radio, and you watch the drivers.
You watch the cars.
But these are the people that make race day happen.
Veterans and military families you've never heard of.
This is Unsung Heroes. Take a look.
Around the track, there are military veterans who never stopped serving, only changed uniforms.
There are definitely similarities between the NASCAR industry and the military.
You have the ability to work as a team. That's a big part of what you learn while you're in the military.
I learned from the military communication is how to convey the point and still get the mission done.
I learned it's just adapting on the fly to the situations that are presented during the race.
At NASCAR, veterans help keep the race moving on the track. Across the country, they're answering another call to serve in local communities. Vet the Vote is a national campaign recruiting veterans and military family members to serve again as poll workers in their state and local elections.
It's kind of nice to continue to give back for a better America for our kids and everybody around us.
Learn more and continue your service at vetv.vote/NASCAR.
I do not believe that the national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, should be played at domestic sporting events. I think it should be reserved strictly for international events.
Okay, can I ask why, though? Like, what's the
because
reasoning behind that?
it's unnecessary, and it makes me feel like you're trying to shove some nationalism down my throat. I'm a patriot. I love this country, and I don't need a reminder when I'm going to go see it's a baseball game.
Is it redundant because we're here and we get
right?
it?
What's the point?
Okay, I'm just trying
if you're playing it because you want to show your national pride because you're facing another country and it's us against them, our national anthem versus their national anthem, and we'll respect theirs and they'll respect ours. That's great. We don't need it at home.
I
don't need it.
I love it. Just for the sake of conversation, what about the God Bless America during the 7th inning stretch or something fun like that?
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
So it's the
and
national
by the way,
anthem at domestic games.
Sure.
For a patriotic sort of guy, that's an interesting take. He's saying unnecessary.
Completely unnecessary.
I go to a ball game. I love it. I'm always intrigued who they choose to do it. At my kids' Friday morning school assemblies.
In fact, Rich, I judge people while it's happening, too. I know I shouldn't, but I'm like, why is your hat on, buddy?
Don't get me started. I will stand up and I will remove my hat. And, of course, I will treat the national anthem with all the respect it is due and deserved. I just think it is a waste of our national pride to bother every freaking sporting event on American soil.
How about this? Who is the guy that sang it? He sang it twice at the Garden for the Knicks. I'm impressed a lot of times just to see how they handle it and who it is representing that moment. Like, I think that's kind of cool, too, just like from an artistic standpoint.
I'm intrigued.
It's a great opportunity. It's cool.
I'm intrigued at who the choice is.
Right.
I like how people take their liberties and musically change it around a little bit. There's been classic versions of it. I don't know, Mike. I'm not with this take at all. I think it's fun, a big part of the game, and I'll go a step further. Not only do I take my hat off, I usually don't wear one, I'm putting the hand on the chest.
I've seen Rich take his hairpiece off. That's how patriotic he is. He takes off the full wig that he got from Maury's out of respect. And it's been fun. Day 3 of the Dan Patrick hat trick, the Messies of Fox Sports Radio, Covino and Rich. It's always an honor, guys. We appreciate it. And please join us at our regular time, too. Make note, we're on from 5 to 7 on the East, 2 to 4 on the West, Monday through Friday. But we'll be back on the 7th in for DP. And we still got things to get to, but have a great, great holiday weekend. Covino and Rich, the hottest rookies, biggest superstars, and all-time greats. The only place to collect them all is Panini Trading Cards, the official trading cards of the Dan Patrick Show.
Ooh, for instant classics, autograph cards, memorabilia cards, rare inserts, and more, start your collection or continue it at PaniniAmerica.net. Now, before we get to Weekend Hobnobbing, we got a couple quick phone calls about the Snowtime Lakers and Stephen A. doubling down, saying the Lakers are too white now.
Yeah. Or you could say there's a lot of white boys making big impact. I mean, even in the WNBA, there's a few white girls.
It's an international game now.
There's
a lot of European white
girls
dudes
making some noise, man. Yeah, so let's go to your thoughts on that because Stephen A's doubling down, and we posed the question. Best to double down or just to surrender and move on? Yeah. Your thoughts. We got 2 more phone calls. Let's do it. Danny G, who we got?
Let's go to Jim in Michigan.
Hey, Jim.
Hey guys, I've been a basketball fan my whole life. I'm a white guy, and I understand what he's saying totally. And but whatever, my feelings are hurt a little bit, even though I totally understand what he's saying. Okay, but my kid was born a girl, and she wanted to change her name to Alex, so because it's unisex, and so she did. And I mean, she had to go to a lot of therapy because a lot of kids in school were making fun of her because she changed her name, because you're talking about the temperature of the society, the way it's it's just different.
Right.
I mean, there's things that you cannot say. I mean, I can't have my kid listening to that. I can. She listens to Trump. All his stupid crap. Whatever. But there's things that you can't say, man. There's things you can't say.
Well, I think things like this stand out even more because for the past 5+ years prior, everyone was watching what they said real carefully. And now we're seeing those things change, like Rich said, in comedy, roasts.
I don't know if that's a good, the whole R-word thing. I don't know if that's a good thing. I think we're kind of going back.
Agreed.
Back
I don't know.
I don't either. But it hits the ears even harder after,
It's like, ooh, I can say it now. I'm going to say it just because I can.
I was Sam. I don't necessarily think it's a good thing. I'm saying, but you have noticed, though, that in comedy and television and streaming things, all of a sudden words that were ooh, are now back, right? Yeah.
So I'm thinking, based on this, we're just going to see more and more of it. People just seeing what they can get away with.
All right, one last quick call. Wayne in L.A. wants to wrap this topic up.
Thank you, Alex. What's up, Wayne?
Hey, good morning, you guys. Thank you so much for taking my call. And quickly, I just want to expound on this ignorance. It's time for this country to come together. Tomorrow is the 4th of July, the Declaration of Independence. When you're independent, that means you want to come together as a nation. I'm sick and tired of all this racism. I don't care if it's from Trump or Stephen A. Stephen A. was talking about running for president. He must be crazy. Who's going to vote for another racist to be in office to take the place of another racist? We are tired as the people of this racism And I'm going to speak for I'm a black man, but I'm going to speak for white people because I know white people that's sick of it. And I do have a lot of white friends, real friends, and they really are friends. And we are sick of this BS going down, man. You know, we want one nation under a groove.
You know what? I love that.
One nation
under a groove. Getting down just for the funk of it, man. I love that call. I think it's great. And one thing I do dislike is like race baiting in sports, man. That's the weakest. Like it sticks out so much to me when I see it.
Yeah,
so,
I'm with you. I don't like that either.
Right?
Ugh.
So, hey, thanks. Appreciate that. Great call to end on. Thank you, guys. If you want to chime in, we're still on social media at Covino and Rich, at Fox Sports Radio. But something we do every Friday on our show, we get you ready with Weekend Hobnobbing.
Let's go.
Living for the weekend.
Your winning bets for talking points if you get stuck socializing.
You ever done anything dangerous?
You ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
That is dangerous.
Friday brings us Weekend Hobnobbing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. So this is what you need to watch in the world of sports and entertainment so you know what's going on come Monday. And it's going to be a busy holiday weekend. So aside from the fireworks and light show, what should you check out? Speaking of political correctness being gone or living in a different world, I already mentioned it, but Louis C.K., who was canceled, is back. So cancel culture is done. Say whatever you want, I guess. He's got a new special on Netflix, and I'll say this. I started it. I have a little bit left. It's very dark. If you like dark comedy, then Louis C.K. is for you with the new special. It's different, and it's available. If you like some light comedy, Ryan Hamilton, I watched his special, and that might be worth the watch, too. He's the guy with the really smiley face, kind of Seinfeld in his delivery. Ryan Hamilton, some comedy this weekend. Now, in the World Cup, this weekend, I'm saying the game to watch is Mexico-England. Not just because I'm a vato loco forever, but because I think it's going to be a really good game. There's great games.
Raucous.
Yeah, there's going to be tons of great games. But who's your guy? Rock me like a hurricane?
Harry Kane.
Rock me like a hurricane. But could England do their thing with that altitude in Mexico?
In Mexico City, right?
That's the thing, man. So the altitude plays a big time difference.
Are they going to be kept up all night by vuvuzelas and honking horns and drums?
Yeah, and people are thinking Mexico could beat this England team at home. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this weekend. That's, I believe, on Sunday. Now, in the movies, Minions, I'm sure you're going to talk about that, Rich, and Toy Story. There's a big box office weekend, holiday weekend. I'm saying if He-Man's still available, while it's still available, go see it and you'll thank me for it. It's a fun family movie. Take your kids to see He-Man already. I saw it. It's great. So one last thing. Overpromise is our bonus show. Everything's on YouTube at Covino and Rich, FSR on YouTube. Overpromised. Check it out. I think you'll like it.
You said He-Man. Toy Story 5 still kicking, and if you haven't seen it, it's breaking records. It's unbelievable. Like you said, Minions and Monsters and Minions. That's the big one this weekend. Now on TV, when I say TV, I mean all your streamers. On Amazon Prime, Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling will be streaming this weekend. And we talked about that. If you missed it in the theater or when you had to pay for it, it is now on Prime this weekend. So you can check out Hail Mary, which got a lot of cool buzz. I finished I Will Find You with Sam Worthington on Netflix about the guy that was, put in jail for killing his kid, but is his kid still alive? 8 episodes. I thought it was good enough to watch. There's a comedy with John Cena and Eric Andre, Little Brother. And if you're in the USA spirit, The American Experiment, it's 5 episodes. It's a docuseries about the foundational tensions of the early days of our country. And if you're a history buff and you like that stuff, I do. I think that's a fun.
It's produced by Tom Hanks. It was on the History Channel. Now it's on Netflix.
So American Experiment.
Rich, one of our OG shows on Apple TV is finally back for a 3rd season, Silo.
Yes! Oh, I totally forgot. You're right. Silo's back.
A lot of people have been waiting for this. It's a science fiction mystery. Set 10,000 people on Earth live inside this gigantic underground silo. It's awesome. Check out season 1 and 2 if you haven't seen it yet.
Perfect. Well, hey, enjoy your 4th of July weekend. You deserve it. We'll see you back here on Tuesday. Until then, arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
USA! USA!
USA!
Bye.